It's your boy Denot here with daily and consistent coverage of the Karmelo Anthony trial. Remember, this is from the incident that took place on April the 2nd, 2025 at a school track meet where Karmelo Anthony stabbed another student by the name of Austin Metcalf. There's a video that has been suppressed. Defense is going to put it into the case either today or tomorrow, but we have each and every update from inside the court as well as outside the court. We got boots on the ground. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised.
What is in your life's blueprint?
There's so many extremists outside of the court. These people are going to the court and lining up as early as 1 a.m. for what? Most of them don't even have the intention, the desire to get into the court hearing at all. They just there to be there. I don't know if they're reporters, if they're just there for a righteous cause. Oh, 1 second. Okay, you guys can hear me. I want to make sure everything is okay because I just got a message on my screen. Good morning. What's up, Taylor Andrew? Anyways, I got to do one thing that I said I was going to do, and that is call the Collins County Courthouse and let them know there's a terrorist on the loose.
You have reached the offices of Collin County. For English, please press 1. Se ha comunicado con las oficinas del condado de Collin. Para inglés, presione 1. Español, presione 2.
I press 1. Hello.
Collin County office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Individual department hours may vary. For a list of Collin County locations, please press 1. For community supervision or probation, press 2. For marriage license, birth and death certificates, assumed names, land transactions, military discharge records, mental commitments, and probate, press 3. For child support, jury service, family, divorce, civil, criminal, passports, and district clerk's trust fund, press 4. For the sheriff's office, press 5. For property and motor vehicle taxes, press 6.
Why is it not?
For traffic violations, press 7. For additional listings of departments, press 8. To have these menu options repeated, press 9. To speak to the county operator, please press 0.
Is this phone like not registering my... Okay, you know what? I'm going to call the Collins County, Texas Sheriff's Office. That's what we're going to do. Okay, I'm going to show you I'm the biggest hater. I'm like Kendrick Lamar level hating right now. Because you got people saying what they was going to do to me when they see me, and I want to see them do it. So let me give them a quick reminder and a reason to feel froggy and leap. I'm like Karmelo Anthony. Touch me and see what's going to happen to you. One more time, I'm going to call the sheriff's office now to get this crazy bomb threat convicted felon out of the courthouse.
You've reached the Collin County Sheriff's Office. If your call is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Your call is very important to us. Please listen carefully as our options have changed. If you know the extension of the person you are trying to reach, please press 1. If you need a law enforcement response, need to speak with a dispatcher, or need to speak to a deputy, please press 2. If you need to speak with a criminal investigator or the...
I don't know why it's not logging my inputs. Like, I'm using this app because... let me see. I can't make calls. Can I make calls on? I'm using this app and it's
You have
not
reached the
allowing
Collin
me.
County Sheriff's Office. If your call is an emergency...
It's not allowing me to participate in the... This is horrible. Anyways, I'm gonna email somebody then from Collins County Courthouse, okay? But anyways, quick update about what's going on. A police was called to testify. The defense called the police who testified and said that it is not illegal nor unusual for students to carry those little tiny pocket knives at track meets and or in the schools. Don't ask me why. it is what it is. In states like Georgia and Texas, that's what these kids are doing. So I think it's very important that that was established that he's not criminal, or it is not criminal, or he shouldn't have had it there. Why did he have it there? He had a right to have it there. Him and many other students have been carrying those pocket knives around a very long time. Even in middle school, I talked to someone who understands what's going on. Also, let me go ahead and call my plug outside the court just to see if there is an update. Like a more recent update, like boots on the ground, other than what I do have, which is some breaking news.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? How's it going, Morris?
Hey, what's up with you, man? You all right?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Are you outside the court today?
Yes, sir.
All right, what's going on? What's the league read? What's the temperature? I seen videos where it was so many people lined up at 1 o'clock in the morning. Is more and more people showing up, or is it like the same amount of people?
It's going to be the same amount of people. They only have so many seats, so usually those same people are coming, maybe a couple more, and then once they cut off, those people have to leave or stay around with us. But it's a few more people out here today than what normally is.
Yes,
We'll probably, as we get closer to verdict, you'll probably see more people come out.
absolutely. And just to give you a heads up, Charleston White will be out there either later today or starting tomorrow. I know that for a fact.
Yes, he will. He will.
So,
Yes, sir.
So have they gotten to the point of playing the single camera video that pretty much everyone was able to see at the Frisco Independent School District?
Not yet. I think from the 3 witnesses that they actually went through, I think they were really just kind of rebutting conversation and previous testimony to the police department and the DA, and going that route. They talked to a police officer to get him to lock down and say, yeah, the knife was not illegal to have.
Right.
So they were working on that, but they're at recess right now at lunch. So they'll go to lunch and then come back and resume from there. But I'm pretty sure at some point the defense is working up toward showing the video, because they're actually putting all the people on the stand that the prosecution showed them a video.
Mm-hmm.
And they keep saying that this video that they showed them shows that Karmelo was not surrounded. And so from all of us that know we saw the video, we saw the boys walk up and do nothing but immediately surround them. And so that is the moment that we're looking at. We're waiting for when the defense actually says, here's the video, let's play it.
Exactly. I think what it is, because I looked at Sarah Fields' video and how she tried to shape the defense, saying I think it was rude and dishonest for the way that they, crossed Eddie and called him out on his lies. All of those kids are lying. They're not even kids.
Yeah, they all are.
They need to be charged.
Yeah,
with
they're grown
perjury.
people.
They need to be charged with
Yeah,
perjury.
hopefully they will be. Hopefully they will be.
Yeah.
And I think it'll probably get to that point when the video is shown. But not only that, I think the prosecutor needs to be sanctioned, because they went in intentionally edited an already edited video, and they made it fit their narrative. That means that you showed witnesses an altered video, period. And so when you show them an altered video that's not showing the truth, then at that point in time, now you've tainted the witnesses, and they need to be sanctioned and or charged.
Exactly.
Now, I'm talking about the prosecutor.
Yeah, the prosecutor do too, because I had to break it down, because I understand film and television and multiple cameras.
Yeah.
And I understand from my understanding, they're showing the matrix view of what happened at the track meet, meaning they're showing the camera footage of like about 20 other cameras and zooming in, which is pixelating it. And they know that people around the neighborhood have seen the actual single camera video to see clearly what happened. The same one that Frisco Independent School District released to you and other people, right?
Yeah.
And that's the issue with this Sarah Fields person. She knows the facts. Yeah. She's seen the single camera video, and she's going along.
No, let's correct the record.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah has not seen no video. I know she says that, but she hasn't seen any video footage. She's just going off of what other people have told her. And so she has really no real facts on this case.
Well, okay, that justifies some things, but I seen how she posted up and attacked you and attacked some other people on social media who actually went and saw the video and was
Correct.
trying to get it out to the public. So from that act
Correct.
alone, that made me reasonably believe that she did see the video and just going along with it, because even the mainstream media people seeing the video and they're going along with this narrative based upon the blurred video. So they're telling white
Well,
lies.
yeah. Well, actually, it's complicated, but I'll say this: that with the media, what they're telling you that they actually saw a pixelated video.
Mhm.
They actually showed them one, and it was on a small little screen. And so, since they saw that, they were telling the truth of what they saw, but they did not see the video that they were showing on that 55-inch TV, which is the 11-minute altered video they showed, which is clear. And so they showed them a video to get the narrative. They actually are showing, in which the guy from Tarrant County actually admitted that he altered the video for the purposes of this trial. So that
Right.
means that the video out of its natural state was already edited for us to see, and then it was edited again in between that scene, and then now they've taken out snippets and they've edited it. So they haven't never shown. No one right now has shown the actual unedited video in court at all. It has not been shown at all.
Right.
So no one has saw it. Even the witnesses, where the state is saying did not show you the video and you seen this, and they say yes, sir. They only show them their own edited video, probably the same video showing in here. They were not showing the actual footage from Frisco ISD Kirkendall Stadium. They are not showing that.
But
Now the defense has it.
But right, the defense has it, but that still doesn't take away from the fact that even though they showed them that video, they have personal knowledge in their line about the facts. How sure are you that the defense has the video?
I know they have it because they
Right.
subpoenaed it and they already have it. And myself, them, and everybody put in letters of preservation from that moment. So I know that it's been preserved, and I have that fact. I know they have it because they subpoenaed it, and through court they already had it last year. So they have it. They've been having it. So here's the thing: is that a lot of the testimony from the kids are being directed by Jeff Metcalf sitting in the court. He's sitting in their view, and as they're asking questions, he's telling them say yes and no by shaking his head. And that's been reported by Mr. Miles. He's with CBS News here locally in Dallas. That's been reported by a lot of the people in the
Queen
courtroom
Sheba.
as well.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, and so that's something that's going on. So we know that there's a lot of things that are just not right. However, the defense is doing a good job of allowing. They ain't even got into their actual defense in chief. They're just going off of what the prosecutors have done, and they're
Right,
rebutting
they're
and
chipping away
getting
at
and
it.
making sure that they chipping that away at it. So when they come out, like Toby should did with the photos for Eddie, they're going to throw out that video and they're going to say, here's what the prosecution was lying about, and this is what it shows.
And people are gonna be
Because they have it. And that's what we're waiting on. We're waiting for that shocking hour, because they have all this week, if they want to take it, to go through every piece of testimony and make it correct.
But see, that's why I feel like it's dangerous. The more time that they wait to release this video, anything could happen. And I'm not wishing that upon nobody, but we want the defended, the victim's family. We want everybody to show up and get to court safe. And Carmelo's been.
Oh, they will. They will. They will. And trust me, they're okay. It's other people out here as well, along with the sheriffs, and they have protections, so they're good. But the thing is, we have to give the defense time to break down every witness that has told a lie and be able to draw them down on that lie. So when the video comes and you have the prosecution on record saying that I showed you this video and this is what it was. Now you have the prosecutor line and you have the defense line. I mean, in the witness line, and now you show the truth, and it's an immediate acquittal. Because what's happening is that the actual jurors, the jury, they're paying attention to everything that the defense is doing. They're falling asleep with the prosecution.
Mm-hmm. And that's okay.
And the judge is probably even falling asleep.
That's
and
okay.
so at the end of the day, And that's what we want.
Right.
We want them to pay attention to the facts and move forward from there.
Right. You can fall asleep as much as you want when I'm breaking down and unraveling the lies, deception, and a misrepresentation of the truth the prosecutor has done. And they're seemingly disinterested because, quite naturally, we want to believe that everybody on the stand is telling the truth, and they're not. So this is why they're falling asleep.
Yeah. So
you're going to have
so
to
when the prosecution, when the prosecution giving their statement, it sounds the same. You went through 10 witnesses, and they all said the same thing. So of course the jury is going to fall asleep, and they wake up and perk up when Toby Shook starts his cross, or he's saying something. They're all attentive. So it's just a moment to where we just have to know that he's in good hands. They have a good legal team. We have to know that they're actually doing a good strategy right now of breaking down everything that the prosecution said, getting it on record. So when they go and they release the bombshell, and they keep on, and I said bombshells, not just one, then people really truly understand what it is that they've been looking at.
So when
I stand $110 down on what I saw.
So when you say bombshells, are you referring to the video that Eddie recorded, and they have that one as well? Why he's saying that it doesn't exist?
I'm referring to everything that's out there that's been already put out there in the space that will be factual and rebut everything these people said. Yeah, and so that's just where we are with this case. So
this is huge.
We'll see here in the next day or so, and that stuff will come out, and we'll go from there.
And I seen celebrities like Russell Brand and them tweeting it out, and Elon Musk, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger as the case goes on. This kind of reminds me of a modern day time when Thurgood Marshall was just there having these black boys and get done wrong and just said enough is enough and stood up and made substantial change. I think this moment in time is monumental to that, to point out systemic racism and how the state attorney offices work throughout the country.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, this is huge. I'm so glad that I have you as a plug. Call me, text me anytime with any breaking news, any update. Maybe we can have you on the platform to give you a total view of all of this once this is said and done. Thank you for being out there, brother. I greatly appreciate you.
Most definitely. Anytime, man. You take care.
Yeah, but so yeah, we got boots on the ground, people. Boots on the ground that knows what's going on, that understands that this video that the defense has is there. You you gotta warm them up for it. You just can't stick it all the way in them like that, And so I guess that's what the defense is doing, but I'm having a little anxiety attack because I'm just like, what the fuck? What would actually be even better and more monumental is if the defense calls Karmelo Anthony to the stand to testify, and that is the introduction of the actual video, because these other witnesses that are saying that they saw something completely different is they're going off of the prosecutor's video opposed to the actual single camera video that a lot of people in Frisco have already seen. And it was actually mandated that the educators in Collins County, Texas, look at that video to see exactly what happened. And they viewed that video. This is exactly why the judge disqualified those educators, and it had nothing to do with race. It had everything to do with the fact that they understands and they have seen the key evidence, which is in the defense possession. And like old brother said, man, this is bad for the prosecutor to just butcher a case like this and lead it this way and brainwash people. Now, this person that I spoke to, Morris, is actually there. He's in a beef with Sarah J. Fields, but he did say that Sarah J. Fields has not seen this actual video that he's seen, but multiple people in Frisco went up to the school district and actually saw it, and the defense hasn't. And so if she hasn't seen this video, I just think ignorance is bliss. And so therefore, maybe her reporting is accurate as she know and as she see fit. Now, once the defense puts this video in front of every single person and she's in the court and have been able to see it and multiple people have witnessed her seeing it. If she come out here still pushing this narrative that, you know, he's not a victim and he's guilty, even if they don't even get there today, if she comes out here, anybody come out here pushing the narrative that he's a criminal, he had a knife. Why did he have a knife? They had the coroner, the medical examiner, to come up and say, oh, this happened because of homicide. Okay, well, homicide happened in so many different ways. And then she was like, oh yeah, that knife is a deadly object. It definitely can unalive somebody. Like, that is improper to have a medical examiner to classify a pocket knife that a police officer said is usual for students to carry. That parents in Texas have said that their middle school kids also have those utility knives. Who would have thought somebody would use it to actually stab someone is baffling to me, honestly, but neither here nor there. It happened. And from the video I seen, Austin is a big ass motherfucker, okay? He's big as fuck. Okay, he's bigger than his twin brother. This is Austin right here. And I showed you guys, he's bigger than his twin brother. He's literally 2 times bigger than his twin brother. He is bigger than his dad. Okay, this is his dad and his mom, or his grandmother, I believe, and his pawpaw up there. You know, first of all, shout out to him having that type of support publicly displayed around him, but his household was broken because apparently the dad is on Grindr and getting his pussy tore up and his mom is on crack. I don't know. So he grew up a very, very tough life. So he's twice as big as his brother. I do believe that the coroner's report where they basically said that he is 6'2" and 13 pounds, I don't believe that. I believe this boy was about 250 pounds. That's what I believe. I believe Hunter is the one that's about 215 pounds. But you know, that's just my own personal belief about what it is. So like the video, subscribe to the channel. This is a big ass boy. Big bitch came up and got done up is what they're saying and what people will see. And again, Hunter is white people's George Floyd. I mean, he died with fentanyl and steroids and shit inside of his system. And usually steroids are supposed to make you like bulkier in a sense to where like you're more muscular. Neither one of these boys really have any muscle definition for us to believe that they played sports their whole lives. Hunter, back when he did the interview with Fox News, the anchor confirmed that he knows the family, he looked like a bag of potatoes. So yeah, these are big boys. Anyways, let's get back to Sarah Fields. This is the woman who is a career criminal, or at the very least, she got charged with endangerment to her child with the intent to come back, meaning that she allowed her then 13-year-old child to be touched by a man that she married and needed the girl to keep him around. And so she allowed that to happen. He got convicted, and she pretty much did not get convicted for allowing that to happen. But, you know, when shit like this happen in the black community, you're a predator to me, because rather you touch your own daughter, not you let somebody else touch her. So you actually, we're going to treat you the same way as if you touched your own daughter. So you're disgusting, and you can't even phantom and talk about somebody else. Again, we look at all y'all creditors the same way.
Never forget the true nature of the taint stain that was paneled last night. How she's not looking for justice. As an investigative journalist who couldn't discover her own daughter being raped by her own husband for 6 years, she's such an investigator. No, she's not looking for justice. She's looking to secure a guilty verdict. The same woman who prompted Dallas and Yo Adrian to go and do what they did, and then turned her backs on them and blamed them when they achieved exactly what she sought out. They got Frisco ISD to stop showing the video, because she said, had it gotten out, had Yo Adrian succeeded in getting a clip of it, this could have been bad for the Metcalfs. It could have destroyed everything. The same waste of human flesh and soul that claims to have seen the video but did not. And then said, because she's a journalist, she didn't have.
See, she claims to have seen the video, but did not. It says no right here. I think this is the login list for Frisco ID. All of these people right here were people that potentially seen the video. As a matter of fact, I see a couple of yeses. Let me go to Facebook and see if I can reach out to these people, because obviously we have Wayne who's tripling and doubling down on the fact that he has seen the video. We're going to go to the Facebook group too, but let me look up a couple of these people. Prudy Mitchell. That's a unique name. Okay, and this is a black woman too. That's like, I seen, let me call her real quick. Oh, you got to be friends with her on Facebook. But this lady up here, Prudy Mitchell, that's seen the video, I found her page, and I'm going to reach out to her. And then there's also a Sean, what is it? Sean Templemeyer. And this is a white woman who's seen the video.
Have to do a FOIA request. Wrong. You actually did do it. You just never saw the video. This right here, whose daughter was essayed under her own roof for 6 years by her ex-husband, and this investigative journalist didn't give a shit enough to find out. But something was more important than her own children, because she was charged and convicted for abandoning and endangering her child with the intent to return. That's lovely. That's a lovely addendum. And then had the nerve, after her daughter was abused for 6 years, to call herself a victim. The same one who conspired with Melanie Stoller to get documents about the Anthony case, abandoning illegally, so that she could be a journalist. The same one who, while pregnant with the child she just squirted out, was trying to divorce the man who impregnated her. At least we assume it was him. The one who uses this guy as her buddy.
And from the looks of it, Austin, and the picture that I keep showing y'all from football, I think that was from 2024, I believe, not even 2025. But apparently, and from what I see, Austin, they got just as big as this man right here.
And if you don't know who this guy is, he's a 4-time DUI offender who was recently arrested for, he was on an active warrant and fleeing that warrant. You should check out the video. Just Google older millennial pisses himself. The same woman who was hysterical over the fact that we had a video removed from YouTube that was promoting the strange fruiting of BLK people. She thought that was a perfectly legitimate song and was super upset. And then when she found out it was on another thing on YouTube, she was like, oh, hooray! And that's who some of you guys, this little nighttime hero, paneled last night. That's who that panel ran to for help. That's who was supported by the people who were gifting her on that panel. Yeah. Enjoy. You tried. You failed.
Okay, so, so apparently Sarah feels like this is her golden opportunity to become a legitimate journalist. And the bigger you get, the more your past is going to be brought up. She has not denied it. She just said it was 13 years ago, but you let your daughter be played with for 6 or 7 of those 13 years and did nothing about it. You turned a blind eye to that. And from where I'm from, in my community, we classify you as a predator for doing that, or even a pedo yourself because you participated in it. Okay, you was like Maxwell to Giselle in allowing your actual flesh and blood to be SA'd by a a man that you claim to love. That you probably allowed him to do that to your daughter so that you can blackmail him to be into that relationship. Don't sit up there and act like you didn't know that shit was going on in your own household. And black women, don't let these white folks fool y'all and act like ancestral relationships and shit don't happen in their own household. The only difference between us and white people is that they typically keep their business to themselves while we're so boastful about what happens behind closed doors within our own community. We got to do better. Anyways, here's an update from a Breonna Morel. The defense's witness took the stand. He's a teen and will not be identified. According to prosecutors, this teen told police that Karmelo was surrounded. Prosecutors say the video of the stabbing, which is grainy. The teen admits he can't tell if they surrounded Karmelo from the footage. The teen earlier said that they ganged up on him. Now the teen said he doesn't want to use the term surrounding to describe the scene. Wow. Like, what the fuck? I guess you're a snitch. You can't snitch. Like, you're really sending somebody. This is bad. This is so bad. Let's see the latest updates before we get into more defined conversation. Activists rally outside Carmelo Anthony trial. The defense resumes. So this is Jedediah Brown. Dominique, whatever his government name is, his history is shaky and rocky too, but let's just focus on coverage of the case. The only reason we focus on Sarah's history is because she's racist. I do believe she's seen the actual video that the defense has. If not, I want to see if she's going to change her stance once she see that.
The nation is watching this case. How we conduct ourselves matter. We have seen the extremist rhetoric, hateful comments, individuals who have attempted to disrespect the legal process. We have seen behavior that has raised concerns among supporters and community in law enforcement agencies. There is no such place. There is no such place for this type of behavior. We even have saw the white nationalist Jake Lang come out here and say insinuatory threats.
Exactly. Jake Lang, he said that Carmelo Anthony should be hanging from a tree. Bro, you just ruined any legitimized political career that you can have. And my whole thing is white racist people don't like to be called out and they don't like to be spotted. That's why they hang behind the hoods and keep it amongst themselves. They don't like to be spotted and called out. So even your buddies that actually was advocating for you, Jake, to become a political candidate in Florida, it's not going to work out for you. You effectively destroyed your own career by saying that bullshit. Thank you.
Threats to the life of Carmelo Anthony, to hang from a tree, and even to allude that Carmelo Anthony should be shot in the head.
Wow.
Our organization asked that the Collin County District Attorney's Office, as well as the Sheriff Department and the McKinney Police Department, open up a criminal investigation to those terroristic threats.
And not only that, Jack was banned from the court. He went there on June the 2nd or the 3rd, I believe, and they arrested him on a warrant for breaking into the stadium and lying, telling people that Austin Metcalf's blood was on the ground when he was on the opposite side of the stadium. He broke into there and they arrested him for trespass. And a part of his bond conditions was that he was supposed to stay 200 feet away from the Collins County Courthouse. But he continued to go there. And in the midst of him going there, he made these terroristic threats. So you got charges coming at you, buddy. You ain't no different than Chud the Builder, bitch.
There is no place for racism, bigotry, and white supremacy ideology in public discourse. What concerns me most is the disagreement is healthy in a democracy. What concerns me is normalizing hate. What concerns me is the attempt to use fear, intimidation to influence public opinion. I cannot speak for just the Anthony family, but I just want everybody to know We are aware that there are individuals that come solely here. We even are aware of an individual that came 2 to 3 hours away just to start something.
And named Gerald Jackson, the baddest blogger, drove way over there just to start something.
We know this is going on, and we ask that everyone who is out here exercising your First Amendment right to do it peacefully. There is a trial where a child's life is on the line, and we, the Next Generation Action Network, continue to ask that you respect it. We called on this about a month before this trial started, letting the public know that there will be individuals that only soul is to create chaos.
Right.
And it's imperative. We ask you to continue to remember that there is a family. I know there's both sides. I'm not trying to get into all of that, but I ask you, for the sake of Karmelo Anthony and whoever you are out here for, do it in peace. Do it in revolutionary peace. And for the other side, they may not agree with me, but I'm not out here to create physical altercation or yet go back into banter with you. There's a trial, and our organization is asking that you respect these grounds to ensure that this trial can go without interference. We know that the judge has put a lot of different precautions around this trial, and our organization have had to respect his decision, and we ask that everyone respect the decision. We know that people have traveled all across this country, and we thank you for that, but we remain to continue to ask you, do it in revolutionary peace. Do it as if your child was fighting for his life right now. Please, please. What we've seen, it seems like more attention has been given on what's going outside the court than what is going on in the court. And I have to say something. NGAN has been here from the beginning. We asked you to do it in peace. Karmelo asked you to do it in peace. Thank you. Any questions?
Are you concerned that what's happening out here is going to leak inside?
I think it's already leaked inside. It's all, everybody in Collin County is aware of it.
Do you believe Karmelo is getting a fair trial right now?
I won't answer that. I'm not his attorney.
Right.
Anything
I like him. He's a great speaker.
else? No questions? Thank you.
Yeah. Like, girl, go and get your motherfucking bingo bag. Yeah. Yeah, he silenced that. Yeah, respect. Look, they camping out and shit.
Okay, that was speeding?
Yep.
Awesome.
That definitely was a mic drop. I gotta respect that. People are saying Karmelo Anthony is an unaliver. As soon as that for real little boy would go to prison where he belongs. It's a whole trial going on, man. Y'all quick to jump to conclusion. So as long
30
as
minutes, the washing machine on,
so
somebody
as long as it's against a black person. So we're gonna keep y'all updated with some updates. We're gonna go in here and argue with some racist white folks.
3 minutes culminating in something we'd never seen, and somehow she didn't do a good job. One thing I love about the apologists, imagine your issue. You have all the power as president, and you can't sit there cool and collected. The lady asked him for evidence of the things he was saying, and he crashed out. And imagine thinking that he didn't
I thought he was conservative, Republican, and everything. I thought, okay,
Thank you,
let's go
Jessica.
for it. And then he turns it around on me even after I asked him to stop. I said, this is the Carmelo Anthony room. Don't talk about me no more. Don't put me in scenarios or my son. They always do that. Mimi, I gotta just stop talking about my kid because this is insane. My son doesn't like it. He was like, why are you talking to those weird people? Because I'm proud of you. And so we talk about scenarios in our own lives and we bring it up, but I can't do it. But now they remember. They remember from when I said, and so they, oh, well, and then they put me in these weird scenarios. He was talking about if I was in a dungeon. And I'm thinking, is he having some kind of weird fantasy about me?
Yeah,
A
he got his dick
dungeon,
out.
and I was locked
He got
up.
his
And
dick out
I
and
said,
he's
no,
in his hand.
right?
Yes,
I
yes.
said, no, I don't want to play that scenario. I said, but ask another woman in here.
Hmm.
Kept
That's
going.
that's why I try not to mention mine too much because I don't like that either because they always gotta try to throw your kid up. And so I don't like that. Yeah, I'm like, shut up. Ain't my fault you had chlamydia too long and wasn't able to make kids. Hi, Denat. What you doing? Because Denat, you always into some stuff. What you know about the case? Are you there? Are you on the ground?
Oh my God, yo, Mimi, the knot got some theories on this case
Let
out of
us
this
hear.
world.
Let us hear,
Now,
Denat.
before we go down that rabbit hole, man. Listen, man. As far as the parents, y'all might have moved on from this, and I'm happy to shut up if you have. As far as the parents pimping him so that they can get some GoFundMe money, I'm under the impression that the family was doing okay for itself before this whole crazy shit happened. I'm under the impression that they were, a solidly middle class family.
Everybody
And
need more money.
damn, Mimi, you
No,
really
not
think
on
they?
here. Everybody got enough money. And so they need to get that $600,000 back since they're doing so well.
And people getting free
I
money
do.
and big time money, 600,000 free money. Not they don't have to work for. I can see how that can get addicting to keep wanting to get that money. I can see that.
So you guys don't think that the money is being used primarily to defend him?
Wait,
Do you think like you?
are you guys talking about Carmelo Anthony's family and what they're doing with the money, opposed to focusing on what the Metcalf's life's
Yeah,
work?
that's what we're talking about.
Okay, well, first of all, you can't tell nobody what to do. And next thing, obviously, he has a lawyer, so they're using the funds. The mother came out and publicly stated that they were moving and they had resources and all these other things going on and coming in prior to this case happening. So yeah, I'm pretty sure them getting GoFundMe money, which shit, if I need a new teeth, I wish I can raise some money. Like everybody want to raise some money off of some shit. You can't police that money. I'm pretty sure it's going to good cause. That money is given for sympathy and empathy. Now, on the other side of things, Austin Metcalf did not grow up in a two-parent household. His father wasn't even around. He broke his father's arm, and now they living it up. And like off of that GoFundMe, buying all of this stuff, and nobody is questioning that because we're looking at them because they're white, like they supposed to had money and was supposed to be successful some way before the GoFundMe money. They're the ones that's splurging. This family continues to have to move because they're being doxxed. They know what type of evidence they got that proves that this should have been an open shut case. The defense is doing what they need to do in the video, the real video of everything that is there is going to prove that all these kids lied and this is a self-defense matter. And I like that the mainstream media is going with this narrative and they're so far into this situation and believing these other kids and blaming Carmelo, and when they're hit with the truth, it's gonna fucking shake the whole world.
They're not. Have you actually personally seen the video?
Yes, people that are local there. You remember when Karmelo came out of jail and they had the Ray-Ban glasses?
No, honestly, I don't remember, but
Okay,
I'll take your word for it.
they had the Ray-Ban glasses. That was a signal because at that time when he got out of jail, Frisco was coming up.
What you say, Vicky?
Frisco was coming up with a way to to get people to see the video and stuff. a couple of people actually went in and actually saw the video. You had to leave your recording devices behind and all this shit.
Man, you sound insane. Don't come up on my stage talking no shit that you can't substantiate. Whatever you say, substantiate it.
Wait, like who, like nigga, like is you triggered because you programmed to support the white folks?
Ain't no homosexual speak on my stage.
Exactly. I knew you were gonna go there. I was like, oh, he better tread lightly. Why they come in here and try to challenge you? They know how you are.
How is that a challenge to him?
What did it for me
We're
was,
talking about an
ooh,
open
big.
case. Impossible.
Exactly.
I gotta go back
He
up
was
there.
getting off
I'm
on
finna
that.
pack all of them on. Hey, but why y'all gotta drop me off the stage though? Let me back up.
He probably wanted to say that all week.
Let me back up. I hate a nasty body sloppy bitch that talk a whole bunch of shit and don't want to get packed up. I'm still in the room. Wait, they put me down so I can't speak.
How did all of us catch that?
Fucking Anthony is dumb. That was funny.
Don't be making shit up as they go along, man.
That is so crazy how dumb and delusional
Yeah,
black
y'all are
people are.
hilarious, man. But yeah, man. So really and truthfully, I'm hoping
I'm not finna stay in a room where y'all won't let me up. I mean, if you're gonna try to clown somebody and say something about somebody, at least square up. Like these pussies, what the fuck, nigga? I'm the king of the dark side, nigga. Ain't no fucking way in hell your head wasn't gonna get banged, my nigga. That's so dumb.
She stormed
low
off just
vibrational.
like he stormed off just like Nina did before Darius had to go and get her. You think somehow she was the loser in that?
Hey, what's up, y'all?
She got the president of the United States.
Yeah, don't you remember at the very end? Mr. President, I came all the way to Wisconsin. Please. That's bad. She was begging on national. Please, I came all the way from. And he just walked right past it. That was. You see, what you guys don't get is that
did he agree to another interview?
after she called him and groveled some more.
Did
Yes.
he agree to another interview?
After she called him and groveled some more.
I'm asking, did he agree to another interview?
Yeah.
I want to go back here and argue with these bitch ass niggas.
The best option that they have.
Hey, isn't the plea deal still on the table though? Right with it?
Probably so. Like even if it's not, if they approach the DA, the DA wants a slam dunk.
These are dumb ass black folks that's talking against and saying this man is guilty and that you're not on the jury and the case has not been closed. Like they even tell the people in the courthouse, don't form no opinion until after closing arguments because anything could happen in a fucking case. Like, I fucking hate dumbass Negroes. I do. Ignorance is so goddamn bliss. So all the racist white folks out there, I want y'all to know that, you know, it's we got our own ignorant motherfuckers just like y'all sometimes, you know. We got all of that. People are comparing Karmelo to Kyle Rittenhouse, and I've been said that shit. I would have pulled the Kyle Rittenhouse. That's why he need to testify. Like, how else are you gonna, you know, do something with a weapon and claim self-defense and don't want to testify in your own defense? It's gonna make me look at you shady and shaky and say that you necessarily more so depending on technicalities or depending on me being confused about the law and what's right and what. I don't know. That's just my own personal opinion. That's just my own personal opinion. I'm a big advocate for people going and testifying on behalf of themselves. All right, let's see if there's an update before we get into something else I want to show you guys. Every day I'm hustling. And there's an update.
Is charged with the murder and the death of Austin Metcalf. Our Trevor Sohaki is live for us this morning outside the courthouse. And Trevor, the defense will continue making its case later today. Tell us more.
Yes, it will, Carmen. And Anthony's defense here is that he was acting in self-defense. He's arguing that Metcalf provoked the altercation between the two of them. Now, the defense started presenting its case over the weekend by calling Anthony's track coach to the stand. He testified to Anthony's character, saying the teen was nominated by his teammates for captain. Prosecutors asked the track coach if an athlete should have a knife at a track meet, and the coach said no. Before that, prosecutors questioned 18-year-old Eddie Parra, a teammate of Metcalf at Memorial High School and the person who greeted Anthony at the Memorial tent. Parra told the court he and Anthony were acquaintances before the track meet, and in response, the defense showed pictures of the two together on multiple occasions, including...
That's not factual. He denied ever even knowing Karmelo and brushed everything off. So don't come up here and try to graze over important details that were asked, answered, objected, testified, fucking contradicted. You can't do that. This is how misinformation starts. It's not that you're lying, it's that you're omitting important details so that people don't see the bigger picture.
At a track meet in March of 2025, sitting together on a bench and talking. Court will pick up where it left off starting today at 9 a.m. Live in McKinney, Trevor Sahaki, CBS News, Texas.
Trevor, thank you for the latest there. Well, testimony is expected to continue today, as you just heard Trevor mention.
Someone, Marcy said, how to get Carmelo Anthony off or at least give him a shot. Request to move the venue. Doubt it would be accepted, but should have tried. They already tried that. Fucker, where you been? You just jumping on the bandwagon. Should also have tried to get cameras in the courtroom as well. They tried that. You don't know what you're talking about. Claim Carmelo Anthony had been jumped before, almost unalive, PTSD or whatever. He has epilepsy that causes random seizures. So they got that undercover. Diagram showing Carmelo Anthony felt surrounded. Diagram and video that is yet to be introduced by the defense, and it will be, actually shows that. You don't need diagram when you have a crystal clear video and not no pixelated shit. Do not let teens state this wasn't self-defense or Carmelo provoked. Exactly. That's leading the witnesses like Mr. Metcalf in the audience. That's also I would have objected because it calls for conclusion of law. And that should have been objected by the defense because they are not legal experts. The same way the medical examiner should have been objected to for saying that little pocket knife is a deadly weapon. Objection calls for conclusion of the law. Why? Because she's not licensed or familiarized with the law. She's a health expert. That should have been sustained. And the whole reason why that should have been objected and sustained is the fact that the defense called the police who went to the scene and testified that having those little tiny pocket knives was not unusual. So that's somebody who knows the law and is the first line of defense of the law that said that those little pocket knives are not unusual. Okay. Now I know that's controversial in itself. They got some weird shit going on in Texas. I don't want my kid going to a public school to where middle school, they're toting around pocket knives. I don't give a fuck if it's a utility clip. Like, you know, but they have them unless you're JROTC and actually in class or got whatever in your backpack for that particular class. And even then, maybe you should leave your shit in that class or leave that shit in your locker until it's time for that particular class. Okay, because somebody pull a knife out on my child, I don't give a fuck if it's a butter knife in elementary. I'm going to go and beat that child like they grown and tell you to call the police mammy too. I'm going to do that. Or do something to teach them that is not cool and make them never take another knife to school. But that's some weird shit. The police already said it's not unusual. That's Texas for you. Carmelo had the knife for fear of a gang attack like what had happened to him before. It was small, short, or something he didn't have to unalive, but rather as a safety blanket. Yes, we got that. He has epilepsy. Okay. Focus on the shove and amplify it. They got the video that tells the truth. Claim Karmelo and Austin were the two best witnesses. Okay. Karmelo and Hunter are the two best witnesses. The other students were aloft and Austin isn't there. State that Karmelo heard phrases like beat his ass, kill, unalive, yada, yada, yada. Spend the last year drilling Karmelo so that you can put him on the stand. Claim he's surrounded, life-threatening, the shove shot. I'm pretty sure that attorney even boiled down to asking him questions about pictures that he took. There were pictures introduced of him with Eddie, and they was cool. And then there's also public images of Karmelo looking like D4D with a blicky in his hand. And he can be like, oh, yeah, I just, that's how the other kids take pictures. So I was just mimicking that. And then they can pull up and show the pictures that we've seen of Austin and Hunter with blickies in their hand. Are we supposed to, they're white boys and, blonde hair, blue eyes, or, yes, oh my gosh. And when they have those guns, just all this other shit. And then when black people, we got guns, we're criminals. Yeah, right, bitch. Niggas is passing the anthropology test these days. Ain't nobody falling for that shit. Spending the last, so yeah, that's just somebody who is not familiar and just has not been covering this case every single day. That's why I'm here every single day, regardless of what's happening. Can't nobody in a fucking life, can't no platform silence me. Clearly, I'm passionate about this, and clearly numbers don't matter. Last night, we ended the video with 8.3K watching us on x.com. Shout out to you guys for being here. And it didn't matter, and it don't matter if we got 10, 15 people watching. This is something I'm passionate about, and I'm going to cover what I'm covering every single day. I'm not responsible for what the algorithm do and who they elects to actually, give information about certain things. That has nothing to do with me. That's a fight in itself, a fight that has nothing to do with me and black people. J-ho. Anyways, happening now. The murder trial of Texas teenager Karmelo Anthony may go to the jury today. What? The defense is making its case right out, arguing Karmelo acted in self-defense when he fatally stabbed 17-year-old Austin Metcalf at a high school track and field. So they're pushing for the defense to close their case when they're not, ready to close their case. They're doing what they do.
The murder trial of Texas teenager Karmelo Anthony may go to the jury today. The defense is making its case right now, arguing Anthony acted in self-defense when he fatally stabbed 17-year-old Austin Metcalf at a track meet last year. The prosecution rested its case on Saturday after multiple witnesses testified about the lead up to the incident. They told the court things escalated after Anthony was asked to leave a tent assigned to Metcalf's high school team. They said Anthony told Metcalf, quote, "Touch me and you'll find out." To which Metcalf allegedly responded, quote, "Dude, I'm not going to fight you at a track meet." The defense, meanwhile, argues Metcalf started the fight. One 18-year-old who said he knew Anthony told the jury Metcalf was, quote, "always leading, always protecting us." He always said Anthony was provoking Metcalf. The murder trial of Texas teenager Karmelo Anthony.
So they got Karmelo Anthony as the provoker. Oh, he's white. Don't you see his eyes? And he's over 6 feet. Bigger than a bitch. Big as a fucking house. Can't even call yourself a twin no more. I mean, the beauty, the fun part of, shout out to Neek Neek. Thank you so much for the gifted. The beautiful part about being a twin is that y'all the same skin shade, y'all wear the same clothes, y'all, all this other shit, man. I'm not even a twin. I had a younger brother. That nigga used to wear my socks and drawers. I'm like, get your weird ass away from me, nigga. Go buy your own shit. The fuck? That nigga used to wear my shit. I'm like, you disgusted. But guess what? That shit happened. Okay? My younger brother, he was a little bit younger than me, so I already knew what was going on with his socks. Them bitches was crusted underneath the bed. So motherfucking crusted, they was like taco shell. All the that he was doing all the time and then getting my socks to do it. I get all of that, but Hunter was like fucking, excuse me, Austin was 3 times. Austin was a fucking sack of potatoes. Fuck you mean? So, to me, it just didn't give they twinity. Some kids even testified how big they was, and we seen the images and stuff like that. See, I hate when people take stuff and try to fucking Photoshop and everything, all this shit. Oh my goodness. The fuck?
Have you took a good look at a monkey? A monkey got thin lips. Take a good look at a monkey. A monkey got light eyes. Take a good look at a monkey. A monkey got straight hair. Take a good look at a monkey. I thought saw a monkey on a skateboard the other day. I saw Planet of the Apes. I ain't seen none of us in it. I saw just white folks in Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, so yeah, they've been doing this to me all night. Monkey pictures here. Is that the best you can do? I like arguing with racist white folks. I really do. Knowing Jeff Metcalf, he'll jump at any plea deal that softens the consequences for Karmelo. Led it to his own devices, he'd gladly take a simple apology and call it a win. Yeah, right, bitch. This man ain't got all that goddamn money, then splurge. He know his son is a big ass bully. Wait till that video drop. You're gonna be exposed as a fraud, and all the false donations and shit that you got, you're gonna be a fraud. You are a fraud. You're literally in the audience coaching witnesses, coaching people. What's up, Carl? What's up, everybody here? Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys. So, here goes Sarah Fields. Look at it. The Black Panthers were in uniform today, and we're grouped together as everyone was released for lunch. Child. This white dude Sip stated that they arrived at the courthouse together and walked in formation. According to him, they specifically stared in his direction and positioned themselves where they knew I would have to walk past them in order to reach Sippy's vehicle. Due to the circumstances, I was able to obtain an armed escort from the courthouse entrance to assure I can leave safety. What the fuck? Girl, ain't nobody focused on you. Like, why the fuck do you feel like yo snatch is so good? That where everybody out there lining, niggas is not lining up for you, okay? And Sippy don't want nothing to do with you. That's your gay best friend, that big ass loser just like you. I had to put this shit together. Okay, yeah, we following each other, whatever. He was out there, and I was just like, let's collaborate and shit, but whatever. So he filming people, and this is his content. He never in his life have 19,000 views. Okay. And photographing the Black Panthers with 201K impressions. Okay, this white man hiding a bitch, okay? Oh my gosh, I've never had this much viewership in my life. He's just taking pictures of brothers. They're standing there with a cause, standing there united. That's crazy. You afraid the whole world is scared of two black men? Somebody said, dude should have sent that video to CNN and TMZ. It's from his phone, so he can't be arrested. What? He should have sent a video to TMZ of black people just standing there minding their business for them to push a narrative. See, that's the issue. It's the Russell Brands, the Elon Musk, the TMZs, they're now catching on towards this case. They're catching on and they're retweeting it, and they're a little bit slow. This is why I'm like, okay, it's important for me to go and get all of my facts before everybody else jump on this shit. We've been sitting here for hours passionate about this. We ain't worried about no clicks. We ain't worried about no views. We ain't even worried about no drama out there, even though they like my name to stay in it, right? So anyways, I don't think TMZ should be spinning the block with images of black people that's just minding their business, specifically dumb, and categorizing and grouping them with other black people who may have acted erratic at one point in time. And this is the line at this is the line of people at 1 a.m. in the morning. He's there. Everybody is there, and you just outside the court looking to stir up chaos and problems, bro. This was so embarrassing, though.
What is it? That I might touch that beautiful soul. It's like my motherfucking knees together, but you came straight at us, yelling and that's what I said. I came busting my motherfucking opinion. I came busting my motherfucking opinion, bitch. I'm in pain. I'm not in your motherfucking face, but I'm gonna say what the fuck I gotta say. Bitch, have you ever had your motherfucking child taken away and can't fucking use the bathroom? You ain't never felt that shit.
See, it's a her issue. She just stated why she's out there. Have you ever had a child taken away? You can't use the bathroom. What? What does that have to do with the facts of the case? Like, you're not out here quoting Jill Scott here. You're not out here doing anything but trauma dumping your own anecdotal experience unto the masses. This gonna go viral. I'm outside of here. Oh, let me get my moment in. Like, with a bonnet on or whatever the fuck that shit is. She has a righteous anger. I just wish she would talk about the actual video that she know is true. You know, anyways, this.
You ain't never fucking felt that shit, bitch. You ain't never.
It's never been an intelligence.
I'm saying
DEI
generally
for white
in
guys?
society. I'm saying like generally in
Is that
society.
DEI for white guys, Adam?
I'm saying generally in society, there's
I'm asking you about Bill Pulte. Why do you think Trump hired him?
I mean,
Is
Trump
that
can hire
DEI?
who he wants. What he's the
Exactly.
president.
Just
Yeah.
like NBC can hire who they want.
Yeah, I'm saying the culture of hiring people with less experience is not a great culture to go
It's
down.
a
Well,
white
Donald
thing.
Trump
It's a white
contributes
American thing.
Donald Trump contributes to that culture in his cabinet.
I
Your
mean,
daddy probably benefited
Oh,
from
I
it
get it.
also.
I get it. I get it. It's only a problem when black people and women get hired, let alone black women get hired who have less experience. But when white dudes get hired with less experience, they just have the prerogative.
no,
Is
I
that the
think
standard?
I think anyone getting hired with less experience. I think it doesn't help society. But
Except your daddy.
Why do you think that? So I have another question. Why is experience the end all and be all of hiring?
Well, I think there's a large process to hiring. I think you have to vet people for personality traits. I think a bunch of stuff goes into it. But I'm talking about the private sector specifically, not government. When you're hiring people who are less qualified, I think that brings society down because
Well, what makes them qualified? Isn't it holistic?
I mean, it's subjective to the company that's hiring them, but I think
There
if you're
you go.
hiring someone based on
just expand how you think about things. It's really all it is,
Yeah.
For this long and
No, he said talk about it the way that he talks about it.
talk about it the way
Fighting
he's talking
back,
about.
resist. Okay,
Call for it.
we're fighting
Call
back.
for it. Overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be even talking about politics and stuff like that because that could be touchy. But if you continue to worry about what's everything, and sometimes the news they can inflate. I think it was Anthony that mentioned that, or somebody mentioned that. They put shit on that that's not necessarily true. We don't know everything that is truly going on and stuff like that until it comes out. But I try not to. I'm a CNN junkie. I watch everything, but I want to be aware of what's going on. It's different between being aware and taking all that toxic shit that's going on and living that crap. So you just have to be cognizant of what you want to put into your system. Because if we did that, we'd be all crazy worrying about everything. I got to worry about what's going on in my personal life.
Justified in using force when and to the degree that the actor reasonably believes that deadly force is immediately necessary to protect against another's attempt or unlawful deadly force. And here's the thing about that, though. Let me get the specific line. The reasonable belief of a use of another person's unlawful actions doesn't actually have to even be unlawful. Like, the actions don't even have to be unlawful as long as the other person reasonably believes that the other person's actions were unlawful. So that's another distinction too.
So somebody come up to you with a fake gun, but you don't know it's fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
It's just as long as you reasonably. And matter of fact, I'm glad you brought the fake gun up. We went over fake guns a lot in law school, man. Perception. The actor's perception. The actor's perception is key here. That's what a reasonable apprehension is. You roll up to me with a blacked out metal shotgun, and doesn't matter if it's a fucking water gun, doesn't matter if it's an airsoft pistol. If I look at that son of a bitch and my immediate perception is that's a fucking shotgun, and it looks like a shotgun, It you know what I'm saying? It has all the characteristics that reasonably look like a shotgun. Hey, I can take you off this world.
And damn the 3D guns that are being printed now.
Mm-hmm.
G, you remember that story in South Carolina where I don't know if y'all ever seen it, where the dude was outside of the store and he was speaking to the one guy, and I guess he followed him in the store, and he knows a security guard in there, and I guess he was like, he pulled a gun, and I guess the gun was fake, and the security guard shot him like dead. Y'all ain't seen that story?
Yeah,
This happened.
What the hell? Can't hear shit. One second, y'all. I'm trying to. Multiple. Close out the app and then come back because the fuck? I can't hear shit. Is it still fucking connected? Y'all, look at this goddamn mugshot, first of all. Like, AI. I already got this nigga in prison. Is that the fucking app? No, it's my device. I gotta fucking. Alright, you got you. And focus on the things that actually make people intelligent to bring society forward. Illegal quota system that has been illegal since 1970. Yeah, what the fuck? Hiring somebody because. One second. Close out all this shit. This shit probably connected to my other phone. Man, I got several phones in this bitch.
Of your community. You don't stand on shit. Whatever you talking about, the motherfucking lie. And you motherfucking know it. I don't give a fuck. Whatever you talking about, the motherfucking lie.
That's
And you know it. Fuck you. Chimping out, man. Low impulse control. This is the reason why Austin Metcalf is dead. Because this is a response
so
that is
poor
told.
white people can
This
jump
is
a
a
black
response
man.
they teach their young people to have. This is a response that the mothers, the black mothers.
He said, "This is the response that the black mothers have."
This community does not teach young people to respect personal boundaries. It does not teach people to talk with respect. And that's why Austin Metcalf's dead. Because of your failure as black parents. Failures as black parents. Failures as black parents. Teaching the youth to kill. Failures to your community. Failures to your community. You will continue to perpetrate. You guys are continuing to perpetrate. Black on white violence is at an epidemic rate. And it is because of black supremacist bullshit. Black supremacist bullshit. You guys are complicit in the murder of white people. Irina Zarusky, Henry Goldman, Austin Metcalf. Where's the justice? 400 years.
Black people ain't have shit to do with Charlie Kirk now. Even though he was talking shit about black people, we didn't have shit to do with none of that. None of that. This is funny to me.
Black supremacist bullshit. You guys are complicit in the murder of white people. Irina Zarusky, Henry Novak, Austin Metcalf. 400 years. Where's the justice? 400 years. Where's the justice? 400 years. Karmelo Anthony should be swinging from the...
And he said 400 years. 400 years. Where's the justice? 400 years. That shit is crazy, man. Ain't y'all tired of talking about that shit? Like, I ain't got, like, fuck, nigga. I'm from the hood. Niggas get tired of talking eventually. You passionate about some shit, just stand on that and do your thing. But if it's a problem and shit in your way, nigga, handle that. 400 years and all this other shit, man. You ain't gonna bust a motherfucking great, man, at the end of the day, man. Ain't nobody in my motherfucking face playing with me like that. Are you fucking crazy? Niggas know not to play in my face like that. I wouldn't even be out there with this right here trying to educate something. I'm good on that. I'm totally good. This is not the circus that I would have to and want to stand behind. If anything, I'd be like a peacemaker, just laughing at this shit. Boy, you sound stupid. 400 years, what the fuck they got? Man, what that got to do with Karmelo? All that shit you talk. Why? I would have been like, sir, you were banned. See, that's what they should have did. Sir, you were banned from this courthouse. You got a bond condition to stay 200 feet away from the court. And I'd have had everybody, including the white folks. Isn't that the law? He got to stay away. He's violating the law. Why he's not arrested? I would have had him arrested. Like, dead ass, this nigga would have went to jail. We all would have been laughing at that nigga.
Tree outside this courthouse. You just mad niggas. Karmelo Anthony should be hanged outside this courthouse. Bring one of these trees.
Oh, that's not surprising at all.
Bring this man up by one of these trees. He's a murderer.
No place in America.
That's the weirdo, nigga. He probably did get arrested. Ain't nobody reporting on it. A bombshell in the courtroom. Defense witness number 4's testimony has been impeached. The 7-jail witness originally claimed that Karmelo was surrounded and that he witnessed Austin reaching over him. On cross-examination, the prosecutor played the surveillance video, which showed the witness had his back turned when Austin reached and when Karmelo stabbed him. The witness actually turned around after the stabbing, witnessing the commotion, and called it Anthony being surrounded. This witness might explain why some people believe Anthony was jumped. He also admitted that he doesn't normally see people go into others' tents, that he's never done it, and that he would never bring a knife to attract me. Well, it's not illegal. Here's JRL investigate. You know, he does this shit religiously. Whatever court case, police scanner, he get in his car and go on high-speed chases and shit with the police. Daredevil, that's what he do. Not me, bitch. You gonna get enough of playing with people and minding your own motherfucking business. You gonna get what you looking for, like Charlie Kirk did and Austin Metcalf. So you out here with an agenda. We gonna see what's up with you. You didn't get in the court. You didn't get in the court. You gotta stand right out there and be hot and let the fucking mosquitoes and cicadas talk to you. I think I've already seen this. Let's see. So the circus is going to continue to get bigger. Give me 1 second. I don't know what's going on with my phone and connecting to my Rodecaster. It just like it hasn't done that in a while. It'll just like drop out to where you can't hear what's going on.
Based off that would be DEI. That wouldn't be DEI. That would be like racism. That would be like quotas. That would be unconstitutional. That's not what DEI. Yeah, but how do you prove it? I can't read your mind and say, hey, you were thinking this person's Mexican and this person's white.
It's my Rodecaster. I cannot start it over.
Individual decision and just calling it DEI. That's not what DEI, as they talk about it, is. You actually gave a DEI tenet earlier. Didn't even know. You know what it was? It was when you talked about what colleges people go to. Let me give you an example. I am hiring engineers. I only want engineers.
Okay, I need to hear this because 1 second.
Rice, Texas A&M. It can only be Texas schools. These are the very best engineers ever made to man. Right? I don't want any engineers from Stanford. I don't want any from Caltech. I don't want any from MIT. I don't want any from Carnegie Mellon. Only want the best engineers in America, and clearly, they're from Texas Tech. Obviously, they're from TCU. Obviously, they're from Texas State. Obviously, cool. DEI would say, maybe we should look at other institutions as opposed to relying on the biases that we have. And you know what? Let's take some applications from lesser engineering schools like Caltech or Carnegie Mellon or Chicago Northwestern, MIT. The schools that aren't nearly as good as the Texas schools in engineering. And then all of a sudden, a pool opens up and you see people in a pool who actually are qualified, and they wouldn't have gotten the interview normally because you only looked at the elite of the elite, which is Texas.
Okay, I'm finna power my phone off and turn it back on because I'm not gonna hold my arm up here when I got this type of shit going up. Just look at the fucking grifters. Like, girl, can you not just go to a court case and not act like shit is fucked up for you, girl? Like, then you have your uncle there to protect you, and now you done got in front of and stood in front of the Black Panthers and Dennis Byron and took a screenshot and now still claiming that you're a victim, hoping that he can tap into, and keep up the viewership and this storyline. She said she was actually going to be suing Sarah Fields. I did look at Nick at NyQuil video for a split second, and you only got a certain amount of time in order to say what your video is about and whether people agree with that or not, okay? And then Sarah Fields is tweeting the Black Panther, and they see this, and it's just a shit show outside of the court. She's in the court and she's outside. I get her strategy. I get it. But at the same time, it's not authentic. It's not an authentic strategy. Like, you're not a victim. You're picking a fight with this white lady. I'm not even going to hold y'all. I listened to her video and she said that her reason for suing is she's got this catty thing going on. I seen Sarah post Queen Sheba Darling's video and said this is misinformation and yada, yada, yada. And Nick at Night looked at her post and Queen Sheba and saying, we got the same hair and this is how I'm feeling and this is what's happening and all this other stuff. So her and Sarah are playing the same game. I just don't respect it. Like, we cannot say we tired of white women sitting there acting like they the motherfucking victims when ain't shit wrong. Like, I'm saying that about Sarah and I'm saying it about Nick at NyQuil as well, girl. Like, if you don't feel competent enough to just cover the trial without some type of drama, and I've been there, I've done it myself, but just witnessing her do it is just another all-time low. Like, you're not gonna get Sarah Fields' audience to pay attention to you, to buy into you, to support you. You're only grifting and pandering to your only supporters. This is not the case. It's gonna build and expand your platform, and that's clear as day. You just can't report on the news because you feel like Queen Sheba Darling is doing a better job, and so you got to add some type of extra oomph to it. And now it's you versus this white girl. When this girl ain't even paying attention to you at all. You are causing problems by getting on your platform and fabricating a beef. But somebody like me, bitch, if I got real issues, I'm going to take it to your fucking door. And that's just going to be it. I'm not going to create no fabricated shit. Like, they don't want to address nothing real. So I get the strategy, but it's not genuine. It's not real. It's inauthentic. And for that, I don't even watch her coverage of this case because I want to see what's going on with the case, and that's it. I don't want nobody to sensationalize it. I mean, it could be some law experts in there. And if the real law experts who know what an objection is, who understands all these other legal jargon shit was in there, or at least a personality like myself who knows legal jargon and who could break it down a step even further and be there to have everyone outside the court start focusing on the video and the statements that Wayne made, and they giving their viewpoint and interpretation on what happened. I would rather fill my algorithm and my platform with these black people and these locals, including white people who actually went to Frisco ISD and said that they seen the video. That's the real prize here that nobody is really getting but me, and I'm not even there. Like, nobody's focused on that. Y'all just... So, girl, Sarah, like, you're reaching. She posted and said Queen Sheba Darling short video was misinformation. She never posted your video, and you just tied it to your hair and took all that smoke and just absorbed it and say, focus on me. And Sarah, the only thing you did was just explain and explore her to your black people without anything. And if you're going to beef with her, Nick at Night Quill, because I know you watching, and Stevie out there watching because he's been a fan. What you need to do is focus on the fact that you're a mother and a great mother, and how she allowed her daughter to get played with and claiming to be the victim. That's the real drama. Because this whole I'm a victim and I need the Black Panthers to be here. Ooh, them niggas look like fucking crackheads and robbers that done put on a motherfucking shirt, Dr. Umar Johnson shirt. Hey, you want to be affiliated with this? Like, go and get the baby oil, as a matter of fact. That's on the same level as this, if you know what I mean.
Oh, Lord.
No, it's not given for me. I'm sorry. I cannot sit there and you know, even some of my supporters, oh, Nick at Night might sue Sarah. And I'm like, girl, child, bye. And then they got the chaos on live court TV, tempers flare outside the Collin County Courthouse. They got black people acting like this and acting erratic while the white people sit back and film it. All cause impulse control. They don't know impulse control. Let me make this smaller so that y'all can see it. Look at them. They're having this come out today when this is from the other day. Child, they ain't got no jobs. They over there doing all this shit, and these white people out there, they're stirring the pot, throwing rocks and hiding their hand. They getting paid. Got you on Candy TV. Why y'all ain't got the white folks like this? Why y'all ain't post up what Jake Lang said? Only on social media y'all want to post that. Listen, and then they're trying to put... Oh my goodness. A Catholic church in Columbus, Ohio had to shut down its annual family festival because a mob of teens turned it into a brawl. Okay. White folks do the same thing. Y'all be at the watering hole and all that shit causing y'all chaos and confusion. Anyways, let me see if my phone is going to actually connect to this because it's being a distraction for me not to fully operate. And somebody please tell me if Terrence Jackson made it in the court today. I highly doubt he did, but if he did, we're going to make sure we call so he don't go over there and terrorize them people, make no more bomb threats at Collin Courthouse. Hopefully it's connected now. No, what the fuck? This is my Rodcaster. Oh, that shit is over with.
If evidence shows that he did not, no, we're going to stand by ours regardless. They stand by theirs. We're going to stand by ours regardless. I'm a mother first. I'm a black mother. Let me put that on there. I'm an African-American mother. So I have to put away my color first and step into the motherhood. Nobody wants to see their child slain. So I do want to send prayers to Austin Metcalf, their family. But at the end of the day, I got to think like, okay, what did you do to him or whatever to cause this to happen, the reaction? We got to start taking accountability for our kids. Because then again, if my kid, that's why it's a catch-22, if my kid was Karmelo and I feel like his back was up against the wall, well, I'm going to tell you straight up, better mine than yours. Better mine than yours. So either way it go, everybody loses. A black boy allegedly murdered, and I say allegedly, heavy on the allegedly murdered somebody. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, this is about race. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, they wouldn't give a damn.
Who wouldn't give a damn?
Let me say this. Let's say the community.
So like if Karmelo Anthony was the one stabbed and killed by Austin Metcalf,
they wouldn't give a damn.
I come out here every Thursday and we pray for people going to court because we know this is the final frontier of racism.
It is.
And it's legalized here.
it was announced yesterday that there's no black jurors that were chosen. What are your thoughts on that?
That's why we need God. That's why we need God, and that's why he's going to show who's in control.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So once again, we got to talk about woke black activists, black liberals, and pro-blackity blacks. Black Marxists taking another L. Okay, they've been taking a lot of L's lately, and I think they're about to take a big L when it comes to this Karmelo Anthony trial, because these people have made up things. I mean, they've literally just made up their own reality in order to defend the indefensible, because honestly, at the end of the day, they're only defending Karmelo because he's black, and they don't care if a black person murders a white person. All they care about is, well, he's black and white man evil, white man bad, right? So therefore, it's okay. And they're literally defending murder at this point. And again, they're doing so in ways that are extremely dishonest and quite honestly disturbing, because I don't understand how is it that individuals refuse to live in the same reality as everybody else. But I mean, to be honest with you, this is a common thing on the left, right? This is a common thing with leftists. In order to be a liberal, to be a leftist, to be a race hustler, right? To be a Marxist, a communist, a socialist, you have to live in a different reality, right? You have to live in an alternative reality. When the facts of actual reality don't match your ideology and your narrative, you have to make stuff up. And that's what's happening here as more details are coming out during the trial about what actually happened. And lo and behold, the things that the pro-blackity blacks claim in order to defend Karmelo Anthony, like, for example, Karmelo was jumped. Those two big strapping white boys tried to jump Karmelo. They were beating him up, right? None of that happened. Karmelo and Austin Metcalf did not know each other before, right? The incident, that also was a lie. Karmelo is not some, prodigy that was saving young children when he was like 6 years old from drowning. They also made that up as well too. They've just made up so much stuff. And in this story right here, this video I gotta talk about, okay, it started to backfire, because the same individuals that are running around, okay, promoting these random black people on the internet, who are telling these lies, right? It started to backfire because they're literally supporting predators, right? And that brings me to this video right here featuring this guy, okay, who basically falsely claimed that he saw the video of Karmelo and Austin Metcalf, and he saw plain as day that Karmelo was being jumped by 4 boys, right? 4 boys were jumping Karmelo. And I want to play this clip, and I've already played it before, but I want to play it again because this guy is currently under the microscope. And again, this is embarrassing, okay? He claims to be a high school staff member, right? So I want you guys to keep those details in mind as we get into this, okay? So without further ado, let's get into it.
You seen the video with your own 2 eyes. Was it clear enough, or was it fuzzy, or what?
No, it was clear. It was clear enough where you can see the actual individual raindrops come by the cameras.
Okay.
That's how clear it is. You actually see them walking up. You see that Karmelo is already up under there. He's under there minding his business.
Dodging the rain, or?
Yeah, it was still raining.
Right.
I'm from Little, so that day we were under a tornado watch.
Right.
And we were under thunderstorm warning, and we know we had already had some light rain then, and it started raining again. Then it was over with for the day.
Okay.
So that's kind of what happened on that day. But they were at a rain delay already, and so during that time when that happened, the twins, their two buddies, and a few other kids, because there was a few kids involved with them. They were all coming from the direction of the middle school, coming walking back up.
Right.
On the video, you can see those 4 that actually was involved, and maybe about 3 or 4 others that was with them, skipping up, trying to catch up behind. One veered off probably toward his way to go to the coach and kind of distract them a little bit. And then the other 4 came walking together. One went in front of them, went past.
Right.
The other 4 went and they surrounded Karmelo. You know, if you're Karmelo,
and they showed that on that video.
It's on the video.
Okay, come on.
You can see them walk.
I'm gonna say little stuff.
I'll put it this way.
Okay.
Now, keep in mind, right? The only video that has been reported, and all the reports suggest that none of the stuff that this guy claims is true, right? Like, for example, the video is not super clear. You can't see the stabbing. Nobody reported that Karmelo was surrounded by a bunch of boys and he was being jumped. Like, that's not what's being reported at all, okay? But let's continue here.
They actually tell you when you're watching the video, pay attention to this corner right here, because if you look anywhere else, you might miss different things.
Okay.
So watch those 4. Here they're 4 right there coming up.
Right.
That's exactly what they say.
Okay.
And so you have no way to be confused that it's those 4.
Okay.
So they come up, they surround them, and this immediate moment of not even a few seconds of pause, then that's when they jump. And so
they actually did jump him.
Yeah, it wasn't just no touch. It wasn't just all that moment. Yeah, it was a push. It was all kind of things. But Austin pushed, Hunter hit, and then everybody swung. But at the same time,
So it's more than the twins that got some licks on them.
4.
So it showed that in the video.
Yes, in the video. So again, you got Hunter and Austin standing in the middle.
Okay.
And you have the light bright boy here, and you have the darker boy here.
Okay.
I think that's what I remember. So I have to go back and think about it. But that's where they were. One was going up and down while they were talking and kind of pushing or whatever he was doing. Austin and Hunter was in front. So where they're talking about grabbing bags, Hunter actually said that I grabbed his bag.
Right.
And then later on, he said that Austin threw the bag.
Okay.
Jeff also said the same thing. And so that's them both antagonizing. And we know under Texas law, I just have the fear that you're about to do something to me and you can get up out of here. Yeah, so you don't have to touch me. But at that point, he still stood there and stopped there. And whatever they say alleged was said, you don't know that until they get to it here. But once they did that, they started hitting him. Karmelo actually was able to back out and try to get away. So he was actually trying to get away the first time. Austin grabbed him, and you can see his hoodie coming out like this, and they brought him back in.
Okay.
And when they brought him back in, that's when you can see Austin put him in a headlock. You can see that all the rest of them are still hitting. That must be when the poke happened, because he was able to get out again. He backed out. He looked to the right. That's where the other little kid was filming, because they got some cell phone footage too. But that's where he was filming. He looked directly at him in his camera, and then he went this way to the left. He went down. He fell. And that's when they realized he was gone, because they were still punching. And when he fell, that's when they all turned around. They started chasing him. Austin tried to go chase him too, but he grabbed his chest. I guess he realized that something happened to him. And that's when he went down a little bit and he fell down. But all 3 of them were chasing. But Karmelo was so fast, he got away and went around to the coach. And so you can see them on the video pointing toward Karmelo and the coach. And I can imagine, because Karmelo was out of the camera on that moment, that he was telling the coach what happened. And then that's when Hunter said he whipped his head around. That's a true statement. He just wasn't sitting when he did it. He whipped his head around. You see him on the video. And that's when he walked over to where Austin was. But he never touched him. So all that stuff about him rendering aid and holding his heart, he never did that, because the coach grabbed him and he was holding him. So at the end of the day, that's kind of where the moment went. But they did assault him. And we'll just play the game. Even if it was just a push, you still assaulted him, because it was unwanted. By your own definition in your word of him saying that leave me alone and I'm not going, you assaulted him, period. But they did beat him. And if you look at the, not the photo that Fox 4 put out, because that was one that they actually edited. I have the emails to prove it. But the actual Collin County one, you can see the webs and stuff on his eye. You can see the bridge of his nose is swollen. You can see the webs under his neck. And so that's the reason why they edited the one from Fox and kind of airbrushed it. And you can see they put the locks of his hair that got taken out as well.
Wow. 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 At some point, as black folks, we have to stop embarrassing ourselves. Seriously. I have secondhand embarrassment. I'm so sorry. I have secondhand embarrassment just listening to 5 minutes of just straight lies. How do you make stuff up like this? Like, seriously, did this guy sit down and write this story? Because basically everything this dude said, none of this stuff has been said during the actual trial, right? Now, who knows? Maybe the defense eventually will bring some witnesses, okay, who will, corroborate this story, right? This fairy tale these people made up. But we haven't seen that yet. And I don't think we're going to see it happen, right? 20 plus witnesses. None of them has said anything close to this at all, right? In regards to what happened. But again, the pro-blacks are latching on to anything, literally anything. Some random dude says this, right? And then you have individuals like Tariq Nasheed and also this white liberal as well, too, who's also not very smart, right? They're pushing this, right? They're pushing this. Listen to this. Staff member, right? Keep that in mind. Staff member saw a video of Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf speak. So this is what they're pushing, right? This is what they're putting out there.
Secret Service Sam here with an update from a staff member who saw the video of the Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf altercation. He says, the video was very clear. You can even see the raindrops. You can see 4 boys walk up to Karmelo, who's under the tent minding his business. Now, there was 4 boys and a few others, he said. A couple of the others were distracting the coach while they jumped Karmelo. He said it was really in the rain delay. The twins and a few of their buddies, 4 of them and 3 other ones, one distracted the coach and they surrounded Karmelo. A few seconds later, they jumped him. Austin pushed him. The twins were in the middle. They were all jumping Karmelo. Hunter said Karmelo threw his bag. That is not true. Hunter grabbed his bag, but it shows they threw his bag away. And under Texas law, you just have to fear for your life. They start hitting.
That's not what Texas law says. You have to have a reasonable, right? A reasonable fear. You can't just say, I fear for my life, and therefore it's okay for me to kill somebody, right? That's not how it works. You have to have a reason. Why are they leaving out that key word, right? Reasonable, AKA you have to actively be in a situation where a reasonable person would believe that their life is in danger. There are no elements to Karmelo's case thus far that suggests a reasonable person would have believed that their life was in danger in order to justify stabbing a high school student in the chest. Now, the best thing that the defense has presented so far is the size mismatch, right? That's their best defense at this point. Their best defense is, well, Austin was a big scrapping white boy, right? He had about 100 pounds on Melo, right? That's the best defense they got. Because they damn sure don't have any witnesses backing up these claims that these people are making. But again, they're believing random people who have no credibility whatsoever. Again, it gets worse. Let's finish here.
Hitting Karmelo. Karmelo tried to get away, but Austin pulls him in by the hoodie, he says, and they pulled him back under the tent. Austin then put him in a headlock. Karmelo got away, and then you see Austin grab his chest. But all the stuff about Hunter rendering aid, holding the blood in, was a lie because he says the coach grabbed him away and pulled him out of the scene. Now, also on Fox 4, the staff member was saying they edited the photos of Karmelo to make it look like he had no injuries. But in the original photos, you could see his injuries. Karmelo had welts on his face, on his neck, and you could see locks of hair missing. I will keep you updated on this highly contested trial. They're saying they played the 911 footage in court today, and they were saying that they don't know which way this one will go. As you know, I will keep you updated as more information comes in.
Oh, man. I don't get it. I don't understand it. The delusion is crazy, right? So this guy right here, right, their star staff member, right, who claims that he's seen a video that nobody else has seen, by the way, right? Nobody has seen this allegedly very clear video that shows what happened, right? It shows Karmelo getting jumped. Turns out this guy is a full-blown registered sex offender, right? In fact, there's a whole article about this guy, right? That defeats all credibility that he had, which I personally knew that this guy was full of shit when I first heard him talk. But now, again, he's been exposed as a sex offender.
Frisco ISD in Texas has lost its entire mind. A second, not the first, a second registered child schmex offender has been found on the list of individuals who went to view a video of minors via open records request at Frisco ISD. And as a parent, you're not angry enough because no parents were notified of this. Some of you may remember my reporting from last year when I exposed Dwayne Morris Turner, or Morris Dwayne Turner, a man who considers himself an advocate in the circle of Karmelo Anthony supporters, if that tells you anything. Here he is. Yes, he is a registered schmex offender, a schmedo, and is on TikTok. As you can see, he's already been in trouble for not registering when he was supposed to. He also attempted to sue me for discriminating against him for his identity. And yes, he was a viewer of the video via open records request at Frisco ISD in Texas. The video shows footage from the time frame of when Karmelo Anthony poked Austin Metcalf in the heart. Austin Metcalf lost his life that day. However, the video has no evidentiary value since the incident itself cannot be seen in the footage. However, dozens of people, including myself, has seen the video via open records request, media passes, or through unique circumstances.
And this is the same guy that Tariq Nasheed is promoting, okay? And the pro-blacks are sharing as somebody that is credible, right? Let's read this. A little L man is facing a human trafficking charge after police say he drove more than 200 miles to pick up an Austin teen and then took the victim to a hotel to have sex with him. I don't think this guy is a high school staff member, right? I'm just saying, if a high school hired this guy, there's some big problems, okay? A little L man is facing human trafficking charge after police say he drove more than 200 miles to pick up an Austin teen and took the victim to a hotel to have sex with him. The arrest affidavit for Morris Dwayne Turner, 45, states police responded to a missing child call around 1 a.m. March 30th. The victim's guardian said he had dropped the victim off at school the day before he had not returned home. The affidavit states the victim returned to school later that day and that another guardian was concerned he now had a cell phone and multiple hickeys on his neck. Wait, what now? Hold on now. Again, we're talking about a child that appears to be a boy, right? A boy, okay? Let's finish. Police were able to interview the victim in April and noted he, quote, appeared to be afraid to speak truthfully about the event. The victim's guardian consented to have police search the home, and police was able to track contacts on the phone to Turner. After the interview, the victim told a guardian that he was being harassed by Turner and that Turner picked him up from school and took him to a Motel 6 in Cedar Park. The affidavit states police interviewed the victim around 2 weeks after the initial interview to provide more information. The victim told police that Turner traveled with Little Elm from Little Elm to Austin to pick him up and take him from Travis County to a hotel in Williamson County. The victim said he fell asleep after Turner tried to make sexual advances on him and that he felt he had been violated while he was asleep. Police say they interviewed Turner, who made several conflicting statements. Turner initially denied meeting the victim, then later admitted to doing so. He initially said he traveled to meet the victim during South by Southwest, then admitted to meeting the victim.
First of all of this is jacked up, but the devil is always in the details. It's always in the details, right? So Sarah confirmed that he went and seen the video with the Frisco ID. She confirmed that. But at the same time, she downplayed the context of the actual video. And so now, based on her word, we're going to see how the prosecutor tried to discredit that video. Let's listen to her again, describe.
Second, not the first, a second registered child schmex offender has been found on the list of individuals who went to view a video of minors via open records request at Frisco ISD.
That's gaslighting because it's a public issue and he's not viewing minors in a sense of externalizing them. He's viewing a public incident that the public has a right to view. And when you reported him, I'm pretty sure he would have been in violation of that. This is Frisco Independent School District that he went to. He did not go to a school. He went to the district office, as in the school board, where only adults are there and no kids actually take any classes or visit the school board unless they got an IEP plan or some shit like that.
And as a parent, you're not angry enough because no parents were notified of this. Some of you may remember my reporting from last year when I exposed Dwayne Morris Turner, or Morris Dwayne Turner, a man who considers himself an advocate in the circle of Carmelo Anthony supporters, if that tells you anything. Here he is. Yes, he is a registered schmex offender, a Smedo, and is on TikTok. As you can see, he's already been in trouble for not registering when he was supposed to. He also attempted to sue me for discriminating against him for his identity. And yes, he was a viewer of the video via open records request at Frisco ISD in Texas. The video shows footage from the time frame of when Carmelo Anthony poked Austin Metcalf in the heart. Austin Metcalf lost his life that day. However, the video has no evidentiary value since the incident is...
No, you're lying. The video does not show just that. It shows the entire incident leading up to it. And this is why people feel like you're racist. You clearly omitted facts. You clearly are tied to the Metcalfs and the family. And this is the narrative that you all have been collectively pushing. So it goes back to her reporting, you know. She literally is, you got to be careful with these TikTokers. She say some shit, then cut, edit it, and go to another.
In the heart, Austin Metcalf lost his life that day. However, the video has...
See what I'm saying? However, like, you're omitting a bunch of critical details. You confirmed that he actually went and watched the video, which actually gave credibility to what he saw because now he has personal knowledge and information about evidence and specific facts that we need to know about. You're so focused on his record and his history. I'm not hanging out with this dude. I'm not talking to this dude or none of that shit. I need the information. You allowed your daughter to get raped for 6 years in a row by somebody, a man that didn't want you. He got convicted and you got charged with child negligent with the intent to return. And you look like a crackhead. So I know you went through your own shit, but you are literally in the same situation as Wayne Morris, from my perspective, okay? You can paint it, shape it however you want. We're going to teach any and treat anybody that let their kids get played with as if you did that act yourself.
Has no evidentiary value since the incident itself cannot be seen in the footage.
See, she said the video in which Morris talks about that shows the altercation said has no evidentiary value because it doesn't show the incident that happened in the scene. What do you mean it has no evidentiary value? It shows what led up to that particular incident that happened in the scene. So she knows the existing of these videos, such as the video at Frisco ISD and also the video on Eddie's phone that he pretended like, oh, I didn't record. I just pretended like I recorded, you know?
However, dozens of people, including myself, has seen the video via open records request, media passes, or through unique circumstances.
And this is the same guy.
Or through unique circumstances, aka your connection to the attorney. Excuse me, to the prosecutor and the Metcalfs and the judge. And you have seen the video that the prosecutor wanted to lead with and play out, while knowing that the video that shows exactly what happened and led up to that moment actually exists. So you're a fucking liar.
That Tariq Nasheed is promoting, okay, and the pro-blacks are sharing as somebody that is credible, right? Let's read this. A little L man is facing a human trafficking charge after police say he drove more than 200 miles to pick up an Austin teen and then took the victim to a hotel to have sex with him. I don't think this guy is a high school staff member, right? I'm just saying, if a high school hired this guy, there's some big problems, okay?
No, he filled out a request according to the Public Records Act to review the video. And that's what he reviewed. Has nothing to do with him being a teacher or not. And I guarantee you those 3 black jurors, those ladies that was disqualified from the jury, they seen the video. They're probably on that list. And they probably already know that evidence and shit can come into question. And that list itself is a part of the evidence of who reviewed it and who did not review it.
Little L man is facing human trafficking charge after police say he drove more than 200 miles to pick up an Austin teen and took the victim to a hotel to have sex with him. The arrest affidavit for Morris Derain Turner, 45, states police responded to a missing child call around 1 a.m. March 30th. The victim's guardian said he had dropped the victim off at school the day before he had not returned home. The affidavit states the victim returned to school later that day and that another guardian was concerned he now had a cell phone and multiple hickeys on his neck. Wait, what now? Hold on now. Again, we're talking about a child that appears to be a boy, right? A boy. Okay, let's finish. Police were able to interview the victim in April and noted he, quote, appeared to be afraid to speak truthfully about the events. The victim's guardian consented to have police search the home, and police was able to track contacts on the phone to Turner. After the interview, the victim told a guardian that he was being harassed by Turner and that Turner picked him up from school and took him to a Motel 6 in Cedar Park. The affidavit states police interviewed the victim around 2 weeks after the initial interview to provide more information. The victim told police that Turner traveled with from Little Elm to Austin to pick him up and take him from Travis County to a hotel in Williamson County. The victim said he fell asleep after Turner tried to make sexual advances on him and that he felt he had been violated while he was asleep. Police say they interviewed Turner, who made several conflicting statements. Turner initially denied meeting the victim, then later admitted to doing so. He initially said he traveled to meet the victim during South by Southwest, then admitted to meeting the victim on March 29th. The affidavit states Turner admitted to taking the victim to his hotel and dropped him off at his school the following day. Turner was arrested September 15th on a felony charge of trafficking of persons and has been booked into the Denton County Jail. Online records state he has been held on a $100,000 bond. Yeah. So again, this happened back in 2017. Now, just so that everybody understands, this is the guy who claims that he saw a video of Karmelo Anthony get jumped by Austin Metcalf, right? Take a good look at his face. This is a picture straight from the Denton County website. We have registered sex offenders. Looks about the same to me, right? Looks like the same guy, right? Looks like the same guy. Here's another picture. Yeah. This is who they're parading around. This is who they're listening to. This is who the pro-blackity blacks are listening to, right? This is their credible source that saw a clear as day video of Karmelo getting jumped, right? He's a literal predator, right? A predator who apparently traveled 200 miles to have sex with a middle school boy. And again, they're parading around this guy as their credible proof and evidence that Karmelo is innocent. Again, at some point, black people will get tired of being embarrassed, right? At some point, we will get tired of being the laughing stock of the country, right? Let's keep it 100, right? Let's keep it all the way 100. This is why they're laughing at us, okay? So, the same individuals who paraded this guy around as a credible source, now finding out that this dude is likely a predator, okay? They're now coming out here and they're coping with reality, right? They're refusing to acknowledge reality.
Calf trial. Now, people are saying that Morris Dwayne Turner is the man in the video who alleges that he saw a video and claims that 4 people jumped him to which everybody is divided on the internet. They're saying, oh, all the racists are like, see, this is him. He's a petty, Sam. Take your video down. But based on publicly available information, there does not appear to be any independent authoritative confirmation that the man claiming to have seen the alleged Karmelo Anthony video is definitively the same person as Morris Dwayne Turner. What has happened is that several social media posts and videos have identified the man as Morris Dwayne Turner and made additional claims about his background. However, search results are primarily Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube posts repeating these assertions, not official court records, law enforcement statements, or reporting from major news organizations.
I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Yeah, this is straight from the county website. Again, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's right here, my guy. It's straight from the Denton County website. As you can see, right? You can see my URL here, right? I don't know what to tell you, my guy. It looks like the same guy to me, okay? Looks like the same dude to me. Again, the cope is incredible.
That independently verified the identification.
AKA the liberal media didn't tell him, right? He believes everything that the liberal media tells him. He has to have confirmation from the liberal media before he can believe his own eyes, right?
So the most accurate answer is that people online have claimed the man is Morris Dwayne Turner to discredit him. Now, I have not verified that it is him or it is not him. There's no reliable evidence that his identification has been officially confirmed. The material available is largely social media commentary rather than independently verified reporting. So all you racists who are DM me and say, take it down, Sam, take this back, it has not been verified. So until it is verified, we do not know. What do you guys think? Let me know.
Congratulations, you played yourself. When it is verified, I don't know if you're going to take it down or what, but again, you know, this is what you get when you just parade around random randos on TikTok just making up shit, right? This is exactly what happens. It backfires just like this, right? Just like this. So again, like, you know, this is, to me, it's like, my mind is blown, right? As a black person, you don't understand how tired I am of, you know, covering these stories where as black people, we just continue to humiliate ourselves, right? Again, it's very clear. It's very evident why, again, we're the laughing stock. Why people are laughing at us behind closed doors, right? It's very clear. It's stuff like this. It's stuff like this. You have a significant amount of it. They're just not living in reality. They come out here and they defend the worst of the worst, right? And, you know, they go after black folks who are actually law-abiding, who contribute positively to society. They go after those individuals because they're seen as upholding white supremacy, right? And again, they coddle criminals. And again, this is why our community is in shambles, right? Stuff like this. So, again, you know, it's crazy to me what is happening in this country, but it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.
Oh man, these motherfuckers gonna have to eat their words a lot. I'm just sitting back, waiting, watching. Honestly, I think the best way to introduce that video is to put Karmelo on the stand.
All right, y'all, so let me tell you in real time what's happening here. We are live outside the Collin County Courthouse. Unfortunately, I was not able to get in today. But, you know, we're big girls and boys around here. We get back into the game. So as you can see, I am here. Let me tell you what's happening. The defense continues their direct with their witnesses that they brought to the stand. From what I'm being told by insiders, they are expected to possibly rest their case today, and there's a strong indication that closing arguments may begin. That's the first thing.
Wow.
The second thing is the defense did call to the witness stand the officer who confiscated Eddie's phone. Why is this important? Because during the incident between Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf, Metcalf. It is believed that the individual named Eddie may have instigated the fight, took out his phone to record the fight. However, on the witness stand, he testified that although he took out his phone and started to quote unquote record, he didn't really record. He was just pretending to record, to which the defense cross-examined him and said, now, why in the world would you take out your phone and pretend to record? He says, I don't know, I was just being stupid. So today, the witness that's on the stand is a very, very important witness, because we all want to know, is there a clear video of the altercation between Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf? Because this could be a key piece of evidence that strongly indicates who provoked the fight and who indeed was the aggressor, okay?
Told you.
According to the witness, the police officer, he took Eddie's phone with Eddie's consent. However, he doesn't recall seeing any video of the altercation. All right, y'all, so let me tell you in real time what's happening here. We are live.
Said he doesn't recall. That's so like yes, but I'm gonna say what I need to say to protect myself from perjury.
Hey, y'all, so let me tell you in real time what's happening here. We are live outside the Collin County Courthouse. Unfortunately, I was not able to get in today, but you know, we're big girls and boys around here. We get back into the game. So as you can see, I am here. Let me tell you what's happening. The defense continues their direct,
Yes. Oh, they calling me everything but a child of God, child. Like, I'll get packed up. Look, they still going with this narrative, saying Karmelo was suspended and not on the track team. That stuff has been debunked. Anthony was a football captain and participated in track events, but evidence confirmed his team's tent was not on the bus and he was not scheduled to compete April 2nd, 2020. Listen, he was there last week. This following week, the Metcalf boys was not there. The prior week. This lawyer should be sanctioned and given a firm timeout. Karmelo Anthony deserves a needle. Damn. That's crazy to say. When Karmelo is found guilty, the Anthony family and the black community would then turn blame to the white defense team. Will a 19-year-old Karmelo Anthony testify using a fake soft little boy voice while acting scared and shy? I would. Matter of fact, I'll pull a Calvert in the house. Ugly crying eyes. You cool? Karmelo Anthony case really bringing out the racism in the pale folks community. Well, it don't seem that way. Outside the court, niggas is hyped and niggas is acting the fool. Out there, bit. Let's see. These YouTube updates aren't really dapper Dan like that. You feel me? There is this Tamara. Neely. Check out temperature. Oh, I already seen that. Let's finish the call-in show.
Okay, Brooklyn, what you got?
Yeah, I literally came up here to share the no captivity what he did yesterday with you. And because I've heard that story from multiple different people before who went up there to see the video that they actually seen him in 4K get jumped by multiple people. You know, and I've heard that story. And when we heard the testimonials yesterday and what they seen in the video, you know, it didn't display that. So that was an inconsistency between the people who seen the video at Frisco before the trial and what y'all seen in the courtroom. So I was wondering, you know, what you think about that. But I guess I just got what you thought because he just came up. But also I want to know I want to know, what do you think about the lawyer? Do you think he's doing a good job for the defense? Because I think he's kind of slacking right now. Or maybe it's just that it's the first day, or first he didn't really get his time to get his feet wet, or what?
I think I'm with you. I think Toby Shook did a really good job. Mike Howard's gonna have to play ball. I'm with you.
Because I think they sell the prosecution, they sell it on emotions right now. They trying to win based off emotions, right? And emotions can beat facts. Because people buy off emotions. People are emotional biased. And the jury may have even came in with a conviction in mind already because this is a public case. You know what I'm saying? So
you have to think this. I'm gonna just say this: people believe who they like. Do you like your friends?
Yeah.
You like
I
your
agree
friends?
with you. Yeah.
If they came and told you somebody did something to them, and the person you don't know or like, who would you believe?
Of course, I'm very, very, very non-biased. I'm gonna ride with you, but I'm gonna be like, yo, bro, you wrong. You know what I mean?
All right.
But I agree with you. But I do want to say, I rewatched your video, and I seen that part where the witness was lying about not being Karmelo's friend. That was crazy.
That was
right.
All right.
That was crazy. One more thing. If he could have stopped the fight. If they would have just said they knew him, all right.
We love you, Brooklyn. Thank you for calling in. Tulicia.
Hold on. This is like, we're going to get back to this, but this is what I'm saying. This girl's in her car crying, saying she need protection from the white racist people that's...
I'm okay. I just got worked up. I'm all right. Anyways, I came here to cover a trial, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna give y'all a quick update. We only have a little bit. So far there has been 3 witnesses. The first one.
Girl, is this about the case or you? You know Queen Sheba Darling finna come and give us the tea, and we gonna go right over there. And you can't compete. Now we gotta pour into you in this drama, you the victim. Why you need the Black Panthers if your uncles are number there? All the police and shit is around, and somebody a threat to you? Like, who's paying attention to you delivering court news when you crying? Huh? This is a fucking grift. This is a black Karen.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm surrounded by Black Panthers right now, so they protecting me. So
I don't believe you, ma'am. I don't.
The first witness was a 17-year-old who goes to Centennial.
Girl, if you can't compete, just say that. Stop trying to make this about something else. Like, stop trying to no, girl, no. Like, you are literally a part of the circus. Sitting here crying. When have you supposed to be strong? When have you sat in the car just crying so the whole world? Ain't no guy that's gonna be like, oh my gosh, what was she saying about the first witness? It's no longer about that. You created a whole video last night, premeditated, to go over to the courthouse to start some shit with Sarah and say you was gonna sue her. Now you're crying in the car. I could never. do no shit like this. This is dangerous. This is manipulation. See, that's why when that bitch played with me behind the scenes about that lawsuit, I immediately called her out. My spirit knew who it was, bitch, and I ain't got no patience. I knew then that this is who she really was. A liar, a manipulator, a grifter. Don't have no legal jargon or nothing. You just there at that case, clouded your mind with a victim narrative to get more money, to grift it. You was already complaining about how much you spent, and now you there to cover a case, and you thought this is gonna build your platform like I did it when you could have stayed at home and did probably the same views. I mean, shit, ain't nobody really taking off from this shit. How you thought? Ain't nobody really, Queen Sheba Darling getting all the super chats and the stickers. You're jealous and mad. That's what's really hurting you. That's what's really hurting you. You got to go up there live at the same time. I got a bigger platform and I'm the big dog here. I got 300,000 and she only got 90,000 and she got more people watching me because she's better than you. Girl, I don't want to come back and hear none of this shit. I want to hear about the court case. Or if you're going to do this, do a separate video. Make it separate. Like, when I was at the Diddy trial, I got the drama in one video. I got this, then I got this. And then I was like, you know what? I can champion all this shit. So she's trying to take a page out of my book, but doing it horribly. And playing a victim at the same time. Girl, bye.
I'm sorry.
Girl, you made this shit back. All about you, girl. Like, what the fuck?
All right, y'all. So we are at our lunch break. What was unusual? Oh, you step in back because I don't have my mic. Okay. So we are at the
Nick, it's not working for you. This victim card, the Black Panther with the schoolgirl outfit, it's not working, girl. It's a distraction.
Lunch break. Basically what happened was they did 3 witnesses, and then after they did 3 witnesses,
and when she using them, because when they go out there really stand for something, she gonna put her camera in their face to get the clicks and the views. Mind you, she been out there trying to get down with the folks. Remember them black women told her to get the fuck out their face before they cut her? The lady that was doing some voodoo on the ground. Now you got the niggas that, man, this is it's a distraction. I'm sorry. Like that's just my honest opinion. Girl, I'm not trying to stop your bag or anything. I just know who you are as a content creator, how you move, how you maneuver. Like at this point, I want all y'all bitches to give me 10 feet. Or if you want to go and put some paperwork and we can agree to 10 feet, that's perfectly fine, because the less I have to be involved with you, the more peaceful it is. You're straight up bullshit. And you ain't a good reporter. You're mad because Queen Sheba Darling get more views than you and making more money than you.
They decided that it would be better to break at 11 so that the rest of the day flows smoothly. And they told us to come back at 12:30. When I came out, I was talking to JLR Reports. He was covering footage at the Diddy trial. Definitely go check that out. And I'll just get into the testimony that happened so far today. If you guys can't hear me, I'm going to try to project my voice loudly.
Look at her. She pulling to me. When I went to the case, I was like, damn, I can't compete with these big old platforms. Make it make sense and all them teaser tales. What, nigga? I had to be first up there, repeat my news, so that whatever they said came next. So now she's trying to hurry up and report the news before Queen Sheba Darling can report it. And guess what? I don't care what you say. We still gonna be over there, and we still gonna be watching. You don't hear nothing about no drama. You don't hear nothing. All of that bullshit. I'm glad she stayed away from you and Jurors, or just playing the game when she in the line, I guess, or whatever, because y'all black out here, whatever. Fuck up out of here, man. I said I was going to stay out of this and let her do her thing, but the scamming is just too obvious. And you try to pull some shit like this on me, too. Online, bitch. You're dangerous.
The first witness was a witness from Centennial. He was a friend of Karmelo on the track team, and he is a 17-year-old. I can't give his name because he's a minor. But he said that he spoke to the detectives that day, and he went to the...
See what I'm saying, Jessica? As smart as you can't smell the scam. As long as NyQuil sues Sarah, I'll be happy. because you feel the type of way. You feel she racist. You gotta, you probably went through whatever you need to went through and feel her pain and pour into that. Nick at Night Quill crying, saying this stuff. She's premeditatedly getting ready to do a GoFundMe to collect motherfucking money from y'all. That's it. Because Sarah got a GoFundMe and she making money to sue Charleston White and all those other people. Why can't I do it too? Like, this is like forcefully attaching herself to the situation. The lady ain't even shared shit about you. The lady tweeted out that Dennis Byron lied saying you was being harassed, and that went so viral on Twitter, got over 100,000 views at the time that I seen it, probably 200,000, and you feel like this is your golden moment to ride that wave, and that's what you've been doing. So then you make a video about suing Sarah. That means you bringing drama to the courthouse before the court day even started. And now you want to continue perpetuating that narrative. Got these niggas over here, they call themselves Black Panthers. If they ain't gonna die about it, and they definitely ain't gonna die behind you. I don't even know how they standing that close to you. But what the fuck your mouth smell like?
Same track meet at the same time. And when he went to the track meet at the same time, he said that he was like bouncing around between soccer and track, so he was kind of like all over the place. And then they wanted to know like if he was on JV and if Karmelo was on varsity. And
look at her. She looking for some drama to get involved.
I'm gonna try to not to pay attention.
Looking for drama. Girl, it's just not interesting. It's not.
Thank y'all. So they wanted to know what mood Karmelo was in. It's like this is. I know they were trying to tell me that, right? I just listened to this podcast and she was crying too. Okay. Yeah. We're not part of that. No, we're just I've like podcasts before.
So I'm just focused on my notes, and oh my gosh, they're coming up in there talking, and I'm scared for my life. Girl, it ain't even your end game is to get you some money because you thought you were gonna hit the jackpot. Left your daughter behind, getting the same amount of views if you was talking about Christian Rock in the shootout that happened in Baltimore. You ain't have to spend your money to do this day.
Okay, so he wanted to know basically like how was it that day? He wanted to know like what was the mood and everything like that. He said like when they first got there, they warmed up, and then after they warmed up, then they went to like this soccer dugout. So I mean not the soccer dugout. They went to the dugout. Let me read where I was at.
Shit, you ain't no Tisa Tell, nigga. Tisa Tell had a paid for a person there every day at the Diddy trial. You done went up here and got these homeless people with these uniforms on. and as soon as them people you associated yourself with go in front of them people in the news media that we seen was protecting you and start continuing to repeat that only a dead white person is the best white, all that shit, you're affiliated with that, ma'am. These are the same people that protected you. Okay, you're affiliated with them. This why your pictures and shit being taken. Okay, them niggas on a watch list. And you're right there being protected like you're the princess. So I want you to protect them and stand by them the same way they're standing by you. Okay?
Okay. I don't know. Y'all start moving around in a circle, so I start. Okay.
Don't worry about them.
Okay. All right. Sorry, let me find my spot real quick.
Why is he moving around, looking around like he done took some certified class to know what to do and man, that nigga a character. And you crying? What is you crying for? I thought the Black Panthers there was to protect you, and now you crying because they circling you too. Girl, you was too weak for this shit.
Oh, okay. So they wanted to know basically what was the culture and what was like the usual things that they would do at track. Like they wanted to know like if it was usual for a student to talk to other teams and if that was like out of the norm. They wanted to know like if
Shout out to Jessica. Jessica said she's a liar and dramatic, but I also live for the mess with these weirdos. I get you. Mm-hmm. All they cried so far. I ain't get number one. It wasn't even a membership. It was somebody, you know how you got the annual member, and they say you got one free highlighted message. That's what she got so far.
Saw other students talk to people who were from other schools, and they said that what was the difference between the culture of like football and what was the difference between the culture of track. And so he said, like with football, they kind of like start.
Listen,
and it's like start.
nigga, you go to Queen Sheba, darling. You got white people, you got Asian, you got that shit looking like Candace Owens live stream before she go live. That's why she crying, cause she thought she was gonna make all the money.
To finish, but with track, there's so many different events going on that they have like a lot of downtime. They're able to talk to students and everything like that.
Hey, wait, hello.
Okay.
Y'all remember at the ASAP Rocky trial, she got a platform with 300,000 people. I ain't had a number about what the fuck I had at the ASAP Rocky trial. I had about a good 5,000. I had more people in my chat than hers, and somebody said she mad because you got more people. I ignored it. Don't think I didn't take a note, but now I see that. Who was that told me that she was mad I had more people in my chat, making more money than her? She is jealous of everybody, the biggest hater. And these YouTubers really be thinking that they're celebrities or this is their golden opportunity. Girl, you is not getting on the news station. They don't want you there. They don't, none of that. If anybody gonna get on the news station, it's that girl named Tamira Neely. And it's a shame how she letting them white folks use her with a last name like Neely.
You got 1,000 people taking your picture right now.
Huh?
You got 1,000 people looking at your picture right now. You got 1,001. Yeah.
Okay, so he said so it was like 2 to 3 of them, and they were
Damn, 1,000 people, you ain't get no money.
went to the like baseball dugout, and then while they were at
And
the
then look at chocolate cheesecake. Ma, spam her cash out. That's the only thing she doing. Like, have y'all ever taken a good look at the chats when you go back? Like, if you're not there, it's different. Please, what's your cash app? Oh my gosh. All of this is for money. You have to do this and act a fool and forcefully involve yourself in a circus to make money. Grifting. And Queen Sheba Dollar, as soon as she scheduled a live stream, boy, you see white people with a $20 coin crowd. She ain't even started the video yet. Now that's a winner. That's what you're really mad about. And trying to get your weight up. Thinking about them responsibilities and them bills that you got. And you done went over here to Texas and thought you was gonna do your big one. And thought this is your Diddy trial moment. Trying to recreate something else. Bitch, get out of here.
baseball dugout. They were basically trying to hide out from the rain because it had started raining and they were trying to get away from the rain. So when the baseball coach came out and told them that they didn't have
Okay, so somebody said, why was she crying with somebody being racist to her, with her? She's grifting. Okay, this girl is not no crybaby in real life or anything. She's grifting and she's pandering to your disdainment towards white folks. Okay, so that's what she's doing. If you into that, you into that. I'm just calling it out. It ain't like she gonna stop.
That they had to go from being there. He decided to walk somewhere else, and they went back to the field.
And I personally take offense to it because this ain't a celebrity trial. This is a young black boy who all the energy and the case should be focused on. The people that's watching you, why do they got to focus on you? You dared to do a job, and now this job has turned into you and crying and shit like that. Like this is unprofessional.
Said that Coach Wooten told them.
I don't even want to hear the notes from her because I'm just totally distracted by this grift. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. If y'all can't see through that, that's what it is. Do I like her? No, I don't. I try to give her a chance, and she just turned out to be a grifter. Any way that she can play the victim and cry and use people, she's gonna do that. She would throw you under the bus, throw a whole everything under the bus just to sit there and play the victim. And it causes this negative trickle effect, especially when she did it to me as a black man. It's like, you're a black woman crying and like, bitch, I don't give a fuck about you, fake ass grifting. Don't do that stupid, weird ass shit to me. So I had to stop dealing with that bitch because I seen straight through her grift. And now she's using the same tactic, the same character trait is coming upon. Only thing is the circumstances is different and she's using race as a mechanism to continue her grift of how she get down. So she literally is making this about her and race, and it's so distracting to her. I don't even want to hear her even talk about Karmelo because, bitch, I don't feel bad for you or anything. This black boy finna lose his life if justice is not served, and you got the nerve to go around the courthouse and make everything about you. Fuck you.
We're about to Talisa. Welcome.
Hi. This is only my opinion. I feel like it was a bad decision on the state not to bring up the twin brother. If I was on that juror, I'm looking to hear the twin brother side. This is the person that they said he died in his twin brother arms. This was his best friend. I feel like it was a bad decision, and I think that they made that decision because of his inconsistent statement. I don't know if you guys see it from the very beginning when it first happened, and he was on the news. He switched up his story twice. So, in my opinion, I just feel like it's kind of shady on the state not to bring him up.
Right. So stay on mute. Thank you, Talicia. All right, let's go to Bronny. Bronny, what you got? Bronny, you got to come off mute.
Can you hear me?
Okay, hey, Bronny.
Hi. So, I've been following your coverage of the case on Twitter, and then I went to YouTube. I listened to the whole episode last night, and there's a lot of negative coverage towards Karmelo and the confidence that he's gonna be found innocent on X specifically. It's a lot of racist people specifically talking about this. So it was very, very refreshing for me to see your outlook on the case, and definitely the bombshell where it seemed that his friend, I forgot what his name is, but the person who said that he wasn't really close to Karmelo, and then you revealed details of him Karmelo going over to this guy's house multiple times, them hanging out 2 times a month, and all of this stuff. So I felt like that was a breath of fresh air. But I just wanted to kind of get your feelings on the case. Like, do you think that Karmelo has a chance to be found innocent? I know that you said you don't think he's guilty of first-degree murder specifically, but I'm just looking for some hope because I did attend school in an all-white school district before. I understand that there's a lot of complexities.
Wait a minute. So they halted court. They didn't pause court for some unknown reason. Let me call my source to figure that out. Hey, bro, what's going on? They halted court?
Yeah, hold on a second. Yeah, they had before this morning. Actually, the prosecution had an actual meeting with the Metcalf family, so they can tell them something. So what we know now is what he told them is that the defense actually put in an expedited subpoena to have Hunter come testify.
Period.
Lunch. Yeah, and so they did, and once they got back for lunch, well, before that, they actually had a sidebar because they actually physically caught Jeff leading witnesses, so they had that sidebar. The judge was highly upset. Then they went to lunch, came back from lunch, and when they came back, there was no Hunter, what we're assuming, because they did a sidebar. They came back, went to chambers. They came back, they had a sidebar, and they took a 15-minute break, and now they're in an extended break, and we're waiting on what's going down. Now, that's all the facts. The speculation is in the courtroom and around is that people said physically Judge Roach is perturbed. He's hot. He's mad. He's mad at the prosecution. He's mad at Jeff because that's his friend. And he is in the process, allegedly, of wanting to dismiss this case. And the prosecution right now is fighting tooth and nail to convince him to allow them to go on. And they have yet to produce Hunter because I ain't seen him. We did see a sheriff van.
That's viral comment. That you get that motherfucker going into the court recorded. That is the viral content that we're looking for. We're looking for Karmelo to come out victorious and Hunter to be up in there with his big ass Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah, most definitely. If they bring him, they're gonna bring him in the back and take him through the gate in the back. But if we do get a dismissal, we're gonna get Karmelo coming out. I don't know if he's going to come down the steps because they have death threats, but he may come around and we may get their chance to see him coming around with the entourage and security. So, because we have signs out here, there are people that made some signs that a little whole lot better than what we had. They got it safe, they got everything together. I put it online, so it's a moment to where there is just a whole moment that people are seeing. So we'll see what's going on and what everything look like after that. But right now we're in recess and we're waiting for them to come back and tell us about what's going on with everything. And then we'll know. Yeah, so that's where we at. So again, they just came back from lunch. So there's no need to be in a recess, there's no need to be in none of those things. So at this point in time, we're just waiting for that moment.
Wow, man, I greatly appreciate you. Is it like tense out there?
Out here, no, because the crazy lady that we had that was making news earlier, she kind of subdued. She got her people over there, so hopefully she stay over there. Everybody else is just waiting and just kind of really looking to see for updates. The media is in their vehicles right now because everybody's kind of watching for updates. No one came out the courtroom, so they're waiting to go in. They're waiting for it to come back. And so now we're just looking to see what's up. So the white people that was here before, they're not here. Because all those people were here, but a lot of them just didn't come. So I think they also feel it from Saturday. That's why they're fighting online like they are. Fighting me about my background and everything else. But it's a comedian that has started doing content. And he took what one of our local creators here did with a lot of the videos and stuff, and he reported on it. They were giving him death threats, all those people. But he's a white guy, and he was like, he's scared of people. And so I gave him all the information, the receipts he needed last night at about 1 o'clock in the morning, and he actually made a video today to rebut all of them. So they are hot, and they are upset. And so at this point, they just feel it all slipping away from them. There's no other way to explain it. So that's pretty much it.
Wow, this is amazing. I greatly appreciate you for the update. I'm on the edge of my seat because Hunter needs to go and testify. He knows what's going on. I even seen when he graduated how the other students were disappointed in him. Like, he's not even popular. This incident has taken a toll on him, and he needs to come clean about what him and his brother did because of a big ass bitch. Like Austin Metcalf would have reached at me, I would have poked him too. Jeff is helping throw the case on purpose. He hated Austin. So Jeff is helping throw the case on purpose. Probably.
Well, they hid Hunter all week. Hunter has never been to the courtroom at all.
Right. They're hiding witnesses because that's illegal. That's fucking illegal.
Yeah, they are. They are. And the defense did what they supposed to. They did a surprise expedited subpoena for Hunter and his person, and he's supposed to have been here at lunchtime. So I'm assuming because of all the recesses and sidebars, he was not here. But he was supposed to be the next witness up. And so now we're waiting for whatever they come back with. And what I'll do is try to call you and let you know what's going on.
All right, bro. I appreciate you. Thanks for being Channel 9 News for your boy.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
All right.
All right, then. Bet.
Told you this stuff is shaking up. Man, god damn, I hate that my goddamn device. Let me see. Nigga, I'm finna make a whole nother video about this shit, bitch, cause this is what? Is you crazy? This is the star witness. I mean, this is just as exciting as Karmelo himself testifying as well. Like, I put them on the same level because they on the same level. And with Hunter coming to testify, Karmelo probably don't even need to testify. Because they can authenticate everything, the actual video and all the lies and debunk it. Jeff Metcalf had the whole, done used that GoFundMe money, then paid them black boys to go over there and lie under oath. Under fucking oath. And the judge is your friend, man. He can't have that shit on his conscience. Is you cool? You say that. Like dead ass, yo, this is fucking crucial. Let me see. Austin Metcalf. Yeah, cause I want to find a picture of Austin. Oh, there it is, right there. Look how big he is, nigga. That's a face picture with a little buzz cut. Got him. Download that shit right there. But we'll play some more shit real quick.
I'm black, but I had white friends, and there's a lot of racism that goes on, and it seems like the witnesses are lying. A bunch of them are lying for Austin Metcalf.
Mhm.
They're not giving details. When they're asked specific questions, they're saying, I don't remember. And I find it difficult to believe that so many of these people don't remember such a traumatic event.
Right.
You know, it seems like it would stick in their head, like specific details of what led to the altercation.
Okay, and what's your question for me? Are you, yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, what's your question for me? Can you hear me? Okay, Bronny, I don't know if you can hear me. You had a question for me.
Queen, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, Ronnie, can you hear me?
I took Bronny down.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you, but I can hear you on the...
You had a question for me.
Queen, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, Ronnie, can you hear me?
I took Bronny down.
Man, I don't like that shit right there.
When the jury goes back to deliberate, and if they're able to poke holes in some of the testimony from the key witnesses, even if there's a slight, minute question of reasonable doubt, he can get off. That's my response. Do I think the defense has a smoking gun? Probably. Let's go to, and now y'all, we got so many people. I got to stick to the 30 seconds. Hold on. So let me tell you who we got up next. We got B, we got Monique, and we got Kenny. B, you got 30 seconds. What you got?
Hey, Queen, I just want to say this. I agree with a few of the other callers when they talked about, because living in a predominant white neighborhood and the kids going to school there, my daughter experienced that as well. And you have to continue to teach your kids. It's a sad thing. And I don't know if I'm using the right word, that you accept it. You're not. But you have to drill that into them and let them know, just to be aware. And also I want to go back and ask a question. When you stated that the state did not show the video, can the defendant go back and say, hey, we want this presented? And shouldn't the judge have stepped in and said, why wasn't it presented? Or how does that work?
I mean, they're going to have to prove that the defense is going to have to fight. I mean, they're just going to have to stand on business, but they just started presenting their case yesterday. So
okay.
We shall see.
Okay. Thank you so much. And you're doing a beautiful job. We appreciate you so much. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. That was B. Let's go to Monique. Monique, you're welcome. Welcome, Monique.
Hey, Queen, can you hear me?
Yeah, you got the floor.
So I have a statement and two questions. Number one, self-defense does not mean you're scared. It means you have the right to defend yourself. My first question is, do you think the defense did a good enough job impeaching the prosecution's witnesses?
Yes, I think Terry, I'm sorry, I forgot that man's name, but yes, I think he did an excellent job.
And since Hunter is so pivotal and central to this case, do you believe The defense will call Hunter, even though the prosecution did not do it.
Okay, I answered that question yesterday. I think it's a setup for the okie doke. I thought about it. If the prosecution didn't call him, I would have to question that, right? I think let me just say the state is laying bait, and they're hoping that the defense take it. Because if I, as a state, don't put the twin brother on the stand, and after 3 days, right, of testimony, I rest my case, that sends a huge message to the jury. So now we're not just talking about legal strategies, we're also talking about psychological strategies, right? That's like confidence beyond anything. We don't need Hunter. But I think it's reverse psychology to see if the defense would be stupid enough to put Hunter on the stand, and now the state.
Why would they be stupid? See, this is where you start losing people covering true crime cases. Why would they be stupid when Karmelo is claiming self-defense, and his defense is that Hunter was a part of it, and conflicting information about Hunter is out there? Like, you supposed to know this stuff before you get here, the contradictions and stuff. And so Queen Sheba has painted it as if to an audience of people that she's talking to as an authority in the courthouse, said that it would be stupid to, talk to Hunter. And I'm like, what? You know what? And on that note, guess what, you guys? I'm actually about to I'm finna take a quick break, but I'm scheduling a new live stream based upon the information that I just received about Hunter running. I'm gonna start that. I'm gonna start this video over because the algorithm is being crazy towards me. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. And yeah, we gonna come back based upon the information that I have, that I got the exclusive before they can run out of the court and say that they got it, anyways. But I'm about to schedule the video, and I want you guys to pull up. And I'm going to start with Queen Sheba saying that it would be a bad idea for Hunter to testify. All right. All right, y'all, I'm finna schedule that, and I want y'all to go right over there and like that bitch. Like it. You know, I got the exclusive. I got the drop before they come out and they report it, and people crying all over the content and shit. Man, get out of here with that shit. All right, I'm finna schedule it to go live in 30 minutes. I will share it on the other platforms as well. It is scheduled. I'm about to share it in the chat for you guys, so you guys can go and like it, okay? Please at least like that video. I'm going to call old boy again when I start that video just to get more clarifying answers and see if Hunter actually pulled up, okay? All right, much love. About to get out of here. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Like the video if you haven't liked this one, and also click the link and I already like that video. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised.
What is in your life's blueprint?